Hello everyone, welcome to What If Issei Was Bullied and Got Chaotic Powers movie. Before we start, please go support JoestarGhoulZ for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistaken character's gender, but of course Issei is a male. Issei and Emi Hyoudou, two boys who have suffered from bullying and from their two older brothers who ruined their lives from being a pervert and a scammer, a blackmailer who does it for money to the point of selling themselves. But the straw that broke the camel's back was that something they think they did gets them expelled from the academy, and it seemed like there was no solution. But a man offers both of them an opportunity to an academy where they will enjoy a card game that they played before, but they will feel the greatest adventures, and you could say battles of their lives, accompany the new adventures of the Hyoudou brothers in their new academy and their new friends. Chapter: when a door closes, a window opens to a new path. Before starting this story there were no supernatural beings, meaning everyone is normal. Guo Academy. Narrator. In an infirmary you can see a chestnut, but you could see many wounds, or rather marks of blows. TCH, I hate this. Issei, are you okay? Issei. Sees a brown girl. Emi. Emi. Please tell me it wasn't another time, worried. Issei. Lowers his head. Emi. Oh my god. Issei. Notices that Emi's arm had bruises. They hit you again. Emi. Not only that, I was groped, about to cry. Issei. Gets up as best he can to hug her. Come on, little sister. Emi. Because Max and Issei are like that with us. Issei. I don't understand this either, but I know that they have always been like this, and more than that they joined with Grimory and put them against us, believing in false words and rumors about us. Emi. Brother, I can use your phone to call mom and have her come for us. Issei. I wish I could help, but shows his phone, but with a broken screen. Emi. What happened? Issei. The Kendo ones, before I was looking for possible help for our situation or to get some work, but as always they think I'm spying on them and they mercilessly beat me up to my phone. But why don't you use yours? Emi lowers her head and shows her phone split in two. Issei, could this be worse? Speaker. Issei Hyoudou and Issei Hyoudou report to the student council room. Both. Emi. You had to say it, right? She looks at him seriously. Issei. Sighs, let's go then. Emi. Hi. Narrator. Both went to the student council room where there was the council president along with her right hand, the Hyoudou brothers who had an arrogant smile, a Redeed, and the director who was a blonde-haired man known as Michael. Michael. Do you know why you were called here? Something serious? Both. No. Sona. We will be brief due to the parents' complaints about his actions. Issei. TCH. Annoyed. Sona. So. Emi. Please don't be. Sona. Michael. That both of them are expelled from the academy, seriously. Both. Emi. It's not fair to treat us like this. We were not or did not do that. Issei. I don't think the tests are correct, little sister, smiles maliciously. Issei. Shut up, you hitch. You better shut up, trash. Issei. Don't silence me, Elena Grimory, seriously looking at the Redeed. Elena Grimory. Max. Don't talk to her like that, perverted, defending her. Issei. Don't lie, you bastard of. Sona. Enough, and now start everything. We don't want you in our school, serious. Tsubaki. I'll accompany you, Kaicho, to prevent. Sona. Okay, bears. Narrator. And so she took them, but two had something in mind. Max Issei, now they will be our slaves, or maybe we can get them kicked out so they don't get in the way in the house, smiles maliciously. Narrator. After that happened, Issei and Emi began to pack everything, but of course earning the booze of everyone, even the teachers. Well, a teacher didn't see them like that. Tsubaki. Going to the exit but to see Issei and Emi. Guys, I'm really sorry about this. Emi. Why does this have to happen to us? Lowering her head. Tsubaki. Maybe tomorrow or the day after I'll resign from the academy. Issei. You don't have. Tsubaki. No, Issei, I must do it. Citri is no longer the girl I once respected when her brothers arrived and corrupted everyone, including that damn Hyoudou, angrily remembering a gay-faced boy. Emi. I know, Tsubaki, I know that one day you will find true love, but I'm sure when that Four Eyes graduates, Momo-chan will possibly be the new president and will put things in order. Tsubaki. I wish you luck. Issei. Like us with you, goodbye and thanks for supporting us, Tsubaki. Narrator. And so both Hyoudou brothers left the girl. Now Citri and Michael really fell that low. Tsubaki. Sees a black-haired man with a blonde lock, Azazel-sensei. Azazel, they were really good students with a great future, but everything went down the drain because of their brothers. Tsubaki. Now I'm worried about them. Azazel. Hi, I hope Mickey and Goru can at least do something before they try to leave them on the streets. Narrator. That worried Shinra more, but without knowing that they were being watched by a figure. Hey, wow, it's my lucky day, maybe I'll take advantage of the opportunity for them. He goes following the Hyoudou. Hyoudou residence. Narrator. The Hyoudou parents can be seen in the house since it seems that Mr. Hyoudou was given a break. Mickey. Boru. Dear, what's going on? Mickey. I don't know but I feel like Issei and Emi have problems. Boru. Me too, but I feel like it's not good at all. We're back. Narrator. They heard that to see Issei and Emi, although they were worried when they saw them with the marks. Mickey. Kids, what are you doing here so early? Surprised and worried at the same time. Issei. Well. Narrator. While they were helping them heal the marks, they told them what happened to them until Sona and Michael expelled them from the academy, and it should be noted that their parents were stunned. Mickey. No, it can't be, astonished. Boru tch damn, frustrated. Both. Lower their heads. Mickey. What did I do wrong? I was trying to get them to treat them well, but this is how they pay me back, about to cry. Boru. Love, it's not your fault, nor mine, it's all because of my old man, upset and disappointed with his father, for pampering and influencing them. Mickey. I know, but what will they do now? Issei. Well, I don't think they'll accept us in another academy for sure. Citri and Michael sent the rumors to the other schools so they wouldn't let us in. Beamy. Now everything is. Knock knock. Ball. Hey. Beamy. Who will it be? Mickey. I'll go see. Narrator. She opened the door where a man stood outside. Excuse me, Issei Hyoudou and Emi Hyoudou are here. Mickey. Yes, and why? Serious and about to score. Don't worry, I'm not here to cause problems, I'm here to bring peace, he smiles with amusement, and I'm here to propose something to them. Mickey. Oh, okay. Narrator. She let him pass, and everyone saw that he was a man with somewhat black or very dark clothing, white hair, but what he detailed was that he had a kind of blindfold over his eyes. Hello, young Hyoudou. Issei. Edo, who are you? Well, little ones, my name is Satoru Goho, it's a pleasure to meet you Hyoudou brothers, smiles. Boru. And you came here, serious. Goho. Well, the same goes for your wife. I've come to offer something to your children. Beamy. And what is it? Goho. Simple, I've seen their records from their academies. Ball. Hoping he's coming for a dirty deal. Goho. And for me it's an academy for idiots, well, most of them. Ball. Mickey. Don't you think my children? Goho. It doesn't look like that academy is corrupt at all, and I hate that, a little gloomy and smiling. Mickey. That reassures me, somewhat relieved. Goho. And for me it is impossible for two legends to act like that. Issei. Legends. Confused. Goho. Yes sir, I'm wrong, Lord Chrysamen Dragon, smiles. Issei. Surprised. Emi. Hey, that's not it. Goho. You're right, Siren, smiles looking at Emi. Emi. She is also surprised. Mickey. Wait, those aren't your users from that card game you played in high school. Boru. What was the name? Edo a tick. Both. It's chaotic. Goho. Haha, and I thought you guys forgot about that game, and it's the best. Issei. Because. Goho. Simple, I'm a teacher at Chaotic Academy in Tokyo. Emi. Wait, Chaotic Academy, surprised. Goho. Yeah, in some countries there are chaotic academies where the most outstanding chaotic players enter, where they study and at the same time play chaotic, and I came to offer them this greatest opportunity. Mickey. I really don't know, I don't know if we can afford it. Goho. Maybe he has financial problems. Beamy. You see, our brothers spend the house savings on their junk and buying garbage instead of helping our family since they spoil them. Goho. I can see that. Ball. And as you can see with that. Goho. But if you accept, the academy will give you funds for your children's progress in the academy, whether in their studies or also progress in the chaotic games. Boru. The truth is that would make us happy, but I don't know what to say, they'll have to go to Tokyo and. Issei. Sees Emi. Beamy sees Issei. Both. Nod and look at Goho, we accept. Everyone. They see it. Mickey. Children who say. Boru. You're right because. Issei. Well, I know this sounds crazy, and especially that we have to go to Tokyo, but looks at his parents, take this as an opportunity for us. Beamy. Hey, and also in that academy we can surely have a great future, and I don't think they will do bad things like what happened to us at the Kuo Academy, and they surely have a good study service. Goho. And Siren is not wrong, smiles, besides you surely know a little the saying, those who suffer have a good life, and those who are making others suffer are those who suffer. Everyone. I'm sure that's not a saying, but we agree with that. Mickey. Well, if you think that gives my children a new opportunity, that's fine. Boru, I accept it too. Goho. Okay then, pack up. Ball. Hey. Goho. I forgot to say that we have to go to the train station since today is the day of departure to Tokyo, and it is tonight, so pack everything. Narrator. Upon hearing that, everyone began to pack as best they could, but Max and Izayoi didn't come, and speaking of them. But Max and Izayoi. Narrator. They were walking and spending their family's money for some things that they selfishly want. Issei. Finally our plan worked. Max. Now they are suffering and little by little our parents will take them out and we will have everything we want, smiles arrogantly. Issei. Hahaha, do you think something will be taken away from us? Nah, it would be stupid for everything to go to hell. Guo Academy. Sona. Looking at papers, it's good that everything is back to normal, at least everything will be calm. Narrator. But Michael arrives. Sona. What's up, director? Michael. Nothing. The truth is, I received a message from the student association asking to see what our students are like. I told them that we expel the most influential people and they want the smartest people in our academy to take the exams. Sona. I understand and we will surely pass. Michael. I hope so too. With Elena. Elenia. Looking out the window. Tiba. What's up, Butcho? Elena. Nothing, just that in the end everything is peaceful without them, although for some reason I feel that nothing will turn out well. Tiba. What are you saying? It's probably your imagination. Elena. I guess you're right, I don't think anything will happen, and more than you're far from here, but above all you. Narrator. He thought of a red-haired girl, and she was more beautiful than him. But the Hyoudou. Narrator. They were at the train station, but the Hyoudou brothers had suitcases in their hands. Mickey. I really can't believe the day has come when my little ones will leave. Boru. Hi, but at least they will have a new opportunity to have a good future. Emi. Hey, and also have some peace for those clowns, but I'm worried about you, worried. Mickey. We know, daughter, but we have the support of my grandparents. Boru. I hope my father-in-law gives us some courage to stop thinking about my old man. Oh. Hahaha, I wish you luck, my friend, since I've seen teachers like that whose father is shit and their in-laws are amazing, haha, laughs amusedly. Issei. Well, it would be a start for us, but don't worry, we can move forward from now on. Boru. We know, son, and we want you to take care of Emi even if she gets a boyfriend. Emi, dad, blushes. Issei. Haha. Mickey. Don't pay attention to him, daughter, you only find a real man. Emi. Turns red. Speaker. Please passengers, the train to Tokyo is ready to depart. Oh. Well, it's time to leave for Tokyo. Mickey. Children, I want you to take care of yourselves and have good friends there. Both. Hey mom. Narrator. The Hyoudou gave each other a group hug even though they felt like crying, but they separated and got on the train, but not before they said goodbye. Well, the train advanced until it was lost from sight. Mickey. Good luck, my children. Boru. Calm down, love, hugs her, they are in good hands, we must pray for them. Mickey. Hi, good luck my babies, smiles but with tears. But the Hyoudou. Narrator. After the train moved, they went to look for seats to sit in. Luckily, the seats were 4. Oh. Well, do you feel comfortable? Issei. Well, the truth is this will be a new experience for me. Emi. Me too. Oh. You can understand this, by the way, here, taking out a small box. Issei. And what's there? Narrator. Goho just opened the little box and only showed 2 blue cell phones with some strange symbols in the bottom and top center of the cell phone. Emi. What are those? Curious. Oh. They are their scanner phones, that is, they are their new cell phones. Both. Surprised and take them. Emi. Our new cell phones. Oh. From the beatings they receive, I thought their cell phones were broken and I thought of giving them these cell phones that the chaotic students and players use. Issei. Wow, he turned it on, but noticed an app, hey, and this app. Oh. That's so you can scan and have your decks. Emi. But Edo, we don't have our mallets anymore, nervous. Issei. Hi, and all because those idiots destroyed it, annoyed. Oh. Seriously. Narrator. He took out 2 balls, but they were some cards of some creatures, but both recognized them. Emi. They are chaotic cards. Oh. More than that, they're just player decks, Sorny. Narrator. Now both of the emotions took each one's deck and looking at the cards. Issei. Incredible, everyone is here, my creatures, sights, battle gears and mujiks, excited. Emi. Hey, mine are here. Oh. And why not scan your cards to your phone since there will also be online battles? Issei. Well, you're right, let's scan the cards. Emi. Hi Nisan, smiles amused. Narrator. They started scanning their cards while Goho had a smile. Oh. Hahaha, I knew that at least they would be happy and excited when they saw their decks this year will be exciting, looks out the window, haha, I'm sure they will be great players and legends in the world of chaotic. Narrator. On that same day, a door closed in the lives of 2 young men who suffered for a long time until someone opened a window for them, leading to the path to their new life. Great adventures await them in their new academy, and also great battles await the Hyoudou brothers. Chapter Welcome to Chaotic Part 1. In an office you can see a man sitting and looking at some papers. I see that many rookies are entering the academy, although, looking at the leaves, there are some promising and others not what. Narrator. He sees some names that caught his attention, but more their origin. Others from Kuo. I really don't know what to think. I think you really do a terrible job as a director, and to think that you are my brother. Really, I don't know what they thought about you being a director, maybe because you are easy to convince. Michael, seriously and angrily saying the name of the director of Kuo. But the Hyoudou. Narrator. On the train they traveled with Goho, the doors opened and they got off the train. Goho. Well, we're here in Tokyo. Emi. Stretching, wow, that was a long trip. Issei. Yes, and more so since we spent almost the entire day scanning our deck. Emi. Yes, I didn't remember that we had many letters. Issei. By the way, looks at Goho, how did they get our decks back? Goho. Well, you'll see when you see the city. Narrator. They both agreed to take their suitcases and leave the train station and were amazed and astonished to see the city of Tokyo. Issei. Incredible, this is Tokyo. Emi. Haha, this is amazing. Goho. Of course I said the same thing with my big tapatio eyes, haha. Both. Like big eyes if he's wearing a blindfold. Goho. Well, let's take the bus while we'll see the city and make memories, he said in a comical way and extending his arms. Both. And this is a teacher. Narrator. They began to walk although they saw the city with great wonder and excitement, but Issei noticed that a child had a t-shirt but with the chaotic symbol. Issei. Is there such a thing as that? Let's go or the lines will pack up. I already know, wait for me. Narrator. They heard that to see two children, well, a girl and a 10-year-old boy running. Emi. Where are you going in such a hurry? Goho. If you're curious, take a look. Narrator. He pointed out a part so that both of them were stupefied to see how it was a square, but everything was chaotic. Both. With mouths open and eyes popping out. Goho. Surprised. Both. Nodding. Narrator. They saw that the bus arrived so they could get on, but when they moved forward they were speechless until. Issei. That was a chaotic plaza. Goho. Hey young Padawan, as you can see, in addition to the chaotic academies, there are also chaotic shops, neighborhoods, and plazas. Emi. Seriously, those places exist. Goho. Some are found when there are chaotic academies or where there are places where people are interested in chaotic battles and games, so we make everyone love chaotic. Emi. Wow, by the way, what is the academy like? Curious. Goho. You'll see. Narrator. After almost an hour and a half of traveling by bus, it stopped for them to get off. Issei. Well, where is the academy? Goho. Follow me. Narrator. Both Hyoudou began to walk following Goho but noticed a wall but decorated with 4 different symbols. Emi. The symbols of the tribes, do you still remember, brother? Issei. Upper, Lower, Mepedian and Danian High. Emi. Wow, they are interested in the 4 tribes. Goho. And look. Narrator. They arrived at a gate, but in front of them, they were even more surprised because the academy was large. Many windows, a large courtyard, buildings, also like domes, but what stood out the most were 4 statues of creatures of different species. Goho. Young Hyoudou, welcome to chaotic, smiles. Both. Amazed. Emi. AA, notices that boys were entering because there are so many people. Goho. Haha, we arrived just in time for this month's registrations. Issei, registrations of the month. Goho. You see, Issei, once a month of every year we have a day off from the academy where those who want to apply come here to enter, although of course. Emi. What's up? Goho. Well, you only have like 3 opportunities that would be 3 months to enter, but if you lose them, you will have to wait 4 months to make the registration of the month. Both. Oh. Goho. While I prepare the papers, come in and get to know the academy. You also have the right to meet some of the students. Issei. Living with the students. Goho. Hi Issei, at least so they don't get bored when they call them, well see you, Goho leaves. Emi. Well, now what do we do? Issei. Well, we'll have to go inside. Narrator. They entered, but there were arrows indicating the way until they came to a room with desks where they sat. Emi. What's happening now? Issei. Maybe a presentation. What don't you know? Both see that a candidate is speaking. Emi. What's up? Applicant. Didn't they tell you that there would be 2 tests? Both. Denying, they didn't tell us. Applicant. Well, to get in here you have to take 2 tests, but I'll just say that the first one is written and the second one is a secret. Both. Thank you. Your attention please. Narrator. They heard that to see a green-haired man enter. Welcome applicants to the academy, I am Ajuka Astaroth and I am a teacher at the Chaotic Academy, but at the same time I will be the supervisor of the first test. Issei Emi. A teacher from the academy, surprised. Ajuka. So this test will see how good they are in some subjects and the knowledge of chaotic, and it will be worth some points before adding them up in the second test, he said while passing the sheets to all the applicants, so I want you to do it cleanly and without cheating or pointing to muscular guards and dark glasses. All. Gulp, nervous. Ajuka. Well, start with the test. Narrator. And so the test began, but in just 16 seconds they already identified 5 cheaters, some of whom actually finished the exam, and the Hyoudou brothers finished and left. Issei. Phew, we finally finished it. Emi. Hi, it turned out complicated for me. Issei. Well, grabs a leaf, you have to go to a cafeteria or as they call here the players' square where they will call us in our next test. Emi. Okay, let's go. Narrator. Both arrived at the indicated place where they saw many people sitting at tables and having many meals, but what stood out in the place were many screens, whether on television or holographic. Emi. What a place. Issei. There are also many people here. Emi. But Goho said that while they call us we could hang out or maybe go for a walk, although I feel nervous with people I don't even know, somewhat nervous and a little scared. Issei. I know, and all thanks to those damn Max and Issei that now we can't communicate because of our troubles. Hey. It's you, Issei. Narrator. I listened to that to see that a blonde man was talking to me plus but I recognized him. Issei. Hey Saji, surprised. Saji. Issei, my brother, approaches. Issei. I can't believe it's Saji. Narrator. They both approach each other and shake hands as if they were macho male friends. Emi. A with wide eyes and without understanding. Issei. Incredible that it's you Saji, I hadn't seen you in high school. Saji. Haha, surprise friend, notes to Emi, hey she's your sister. Issei. Ah hi, it's Emi. Saji. Wow, I don't recognize her, she looks very different. Emi. Edo, who are you? Saji. Hahaha, I knew you would remember, but I am Saji Jeshiru, Issei's best friend. Emi. Friend, surprised. Saji. I knew you would be surprised or not remember since I moved when I finished the second year with Issei. Issei. I was telling you that I had a friend who well you can imagine. Saji. By the way, are you still here? Both. We don't want to talk about that. Saji, I understand, tell me you are here to take the registration test. Both. Hi. Emi. We finished the writing, but we are missing the second one, which is it? Saji. Good. Narrator. I don't finish because they see that I arrive as a robot surprising the Hyoudou. Robot. Who here is the applicant Issei Hyoudou alias Lord Crimson Dragon. Issei. It's me, points. Robot. Prepare and report to the battle dome for your battle, leaves. Emi. Hey, what did he mean? Saji. You better follow me. Narrator. They leave but he was seen by a figure. A fresh meat that would be interesting, smiles maliciously. Nkuo. Nikki. Washing the dishes but sees the window, I hope Issei and Emi are okay, now that they will be in another academy and in another city, I hope everything goes well. Issei. Shouting from the living room, Mom, could you prepare some food since? Nikki. I'm busy, annoyed. Issei. Okay, but I would like you to do it, walking lazily. Nikki. TCH, you shouldn't be at school. Issei. The president told me that the classes were cancelled due to an important matter like a student association, but it's not important, unimportant. Nikki. The study association, will they perhaps supervise the academy now that they expelled Issei and Emi? Well, I have a feeling that karma is coming, I hope they learn their lesson, shitty academy. But the hiatus. Narrator. They were outside the academy, but they passed by on a conveyor belt and looked outside in amazement. Emi. Incredible, amazed. Saji. True. Issei. Incredible that this exists, notices some domes, what are those domes? Saji. They are fighting domes where players fight chaotic. Emi. By the way, how will you fight with cards? Saji. No, they don't use cards in domes. Issei. So online. Saji. You'll know, sees that they stopped at a blue dome, this is the Krella dome. Issei. Wow, but sees Saji, how are the battles? Saji. You'll see for yourself, good luck, pushes him. Issei. Hey, being pushed and entering the dome. Emi. How are the battles? Saji. Let's go inside and you'll see. Narrator. They both return to the cafeteria. But Issei. Narrator. He saw that there was a lot of space inside the dome. Issei. Hello, is anyone there? Greetings, applicant. Narrator. He sees that the chaotic symbol has appeared, floating but rotating in every part. The pleasure Issei Hyoudou, chaotic name. Lord Crimson Dragon, I am the code arbitrator of chaotic. Issei. Va, but sees that a connector came out of the ground, what is that? Referee. Please put your scanner phone and you will see it. Issei. Okay, takes out his scanner, let's see what happens. Narrator. When he did it, in front of him appeared a virtual screen where some colored circles appeared. Issei. Wow, what great special effects, watching in amazement. Libtro. Now his opponent Lord Crimson Dragon has arrived and it will be Conla, name of chaotic Conla's shadow hero, the one who was a green-haired man with a peculiar uniform and had dark glasses appears. Issei. Not understanding why it's called that. Conla. So you're a candidate, huh, it's clear you know something about chaotic, leaves her scanner phone in the reader. Issei. Thank you. Conla. Tell me what deck you use. Issei. Well, I'm often superior, and he doesn't finish when he sees that his phone appears on the screen. Saji. Friend, what are you doing? Issei. Hey, sees it, what's going on? Saji. You're telling secrets to the enemy but a worse one. Issei. You know something about this guy. Saji. Hi is from a group called the Hero Faction, and it is said that their names are from the ancient heroes of the land of the past. Emi. Another picture of her appears on the scanner, that sounds strange. Saji. I know but they are strong, but Conla uses the mallet like mine, do you remember which one it was, friend? Issei. If I remember correctly, you were inferior, right? Saji. Hi, but you better concentrate since this will be a 1 versus 1 battle, so choose one, since this is like online but without keyboards. Issei. Sees the spinners, if I remember correctly, I remember the colors they represent, moving the blue spinner that was for creatures, here is my deck. Saji. I see your understanding, Issei. Issei. Hi, and as you said, if it is one of the strongest, I think I will use one of my strongest superior creatures, and it would be, sees one, Tangatoburn, slides the image of an armored lion where they put their decks. Saji. Good choice, you only need your battle gear and music since Conla is preparing, he said, since you can see Conla has already chosen his creature. Issei. Seeing his weapons 9, I confirm for Tangath the sort of kit, putting the said weapon on his creature. Issei. And from music maybe the one from Fortissimo, putting the music. Saji. Now you just need to put the battle locations where they will fight, but you only have to put 10. Emi. But brother, you'll put the one that would be good for a superior. Issei. You already know me, little sister, he said to put the 10 sands in his deck, maybe with this I have some advantage. Saji. Well, the rest is up to you, cuts in the same way as Emi. Issei. Hey Saji, hello. Referee. Sir, close your gavels. Narrator. When Issei said it, he sees that at the top of his phone it was shining, and when he presses it, he sees that on the screen of his plane Conla's deck was shown. Issei. Scythia. Conla. So a Tangath Tobern, huh, interesting. Referee. Lord Crimson Dragon, how is this your second admission test and your first battle? You will be the first to select the battle location. Issei. Sees the roulette where he put his sands, I think I should spin it. Narrator. He saw that the sands were moving or were shown at an incredible speed until it stopped and showed the image of a forest. Referee. The chaotic battle will be the forest of life. Referee. Now choose your attacking creature against your target. Issei. I think this is what was said before Tangath Tobern attacks Scythia. Referee. Well, now it's your creature card's turn. Issei. Very good. Narrator. While in the cafeteria everyone watched on a screen where Issei's dome was broadcast. Emi. Let's see how this will be. Saji. I'm sure Issei will scream. Emi. Not understanding. In the dome. Issei. Touches the card, but the screen disappears, like when we're wait, what is it, sees that on his body, there is a circle with codes, Colin. Haruki, smiles mockingly. In the cafeteria. Emi. What is this? Saji. Wait. In the dome. Narrator. The circles passed in the body while Issei was scared that he closed his eyes. Issei. Feels like it's over, what happened, wait, what happened to my voice and why do I feel? Narrator. When he opened his eyes he saw with surprise that he now had hairy arms with claws, lion's paws until he realized that his body was his creature's. Tangath. Screaming. In the cafeteria. Emily. Surprised, Issei, it's. Saji. Yes friend, he transformed into Tangath Tobern. Emi. How is it that? This is what happens here in chaotic, friend. Narrator. She sees that 2 girls have arrived. A brunette with pigtails and a blonde. Saji. Girls. 1. Saji-kun, hugs him. 2. So you're a candidate. Emi. Hi, and you are. 1. I'm Haruko Namina, Saji-kun's girlfriend, smiles. I am Angela Argento, a pleasure. Emi. Hello, I'm Emi Hyoudou. Angela. Sees Issei's screen, perhaps that's your brother. Emi. Hi, and I'm surprised by what's happening here. Saji. And you haven't seen everything. Narrator. But everything was seen by 2 figures. Apparently a rookie will fight against Conlan. No wonder they try to humiliate some newbies. We'll see what he can do. Narrator. But at another table 2 girls were watching where Issei was. Girl 1. I feel sorry for that applicant. Girl 2. Ara, well knowing Kanla I would humiliate him. Hi, sees Issei's name, Issei Hyoudou, I hope you can't be more humiliated since these guys will have no mercy on you. In the dome. Tangath. What stop maybe am I Tangath Tober okay this is a disguise where is the zipper, tries to search. Hahaha. Tangath. Sees Conlon laughing. Conlon. The fun thing about newbies is how surprised they are, touches his card to transform into Scythia, let's see if you last in this battle. Tangath. Wait the battle is. Earl 2 book Tangath Tobern vs Scythia in the Forest of Life, let the battle begin. Narrator. The code began to shine, blinding Issei for a moment until he regained his sight and was stunned because he was in the area that was chosen for the battle. Tangath. Sees the forest, maybe am I in the Forest of Life, maybe is this virtual or touches some leaves and feels that they were real, are they real am I really in the Forest of Life, amazed to see the forest. In the cafeteria. Emi, surprised and incredible this is real. Saji. Hi. Baruko. That will happen to you when it's your turn to fight. Emi but how real are chaotic battles? Angela I'll just say that they are very real, you'll even be able to feel them after the fight. Emi, gulp, nervous. In the battle. Tangath looks at the landscape. Issei. Inside Tangath's consciousness or rather his thoughts, it's incredible that this is real wait, how can I attack if I'm? Narrator. I didn't finish because I heard something approaching to dodge a fire attack. Tangath. Phew, that was close. Ahahaha I found you, newbie. Narrator. I hear that to see Scythia. Scythia. Now you'll feel what the rookies feel against me, throwing fireballs. Tangath. Oh, runs away dodging attacks. Scythia. Come on kitty feel this torrent of flame. Narrator. She threw a great blast of fire that Tangtha received and sent him near a canyon. Tangath. TCH. Issei. That felt real then everything is real. In the cafeteria. Emi. Worried. Baruko. There is no. Angela. I feel like. Saji. Issei. Girl 2. Oh poor rookie. Girl 1. Staring at the battle. Boy 1. Jum, I think Conla wants to finish because he thinks he has her one. I 2. Hopefully the rookie can beat him, a little serious. Boy 1. Whatever you say bro. Elsewhere. Narrator. In a room you can see a figure sitting at his desk watching Issei's fight. DCH, what was missing was that the hero faction decided to fight and attack the rookies I wish you luck, but you might not make it. Rookie. In the battle. Tangath. TCH damn that hurt, gets up. It's true that it hurts. Tangath. Sees that Scythia came out, hey time out, I still don't know how to play this. Scythia. Not that you've played chaotic, smirks. Tangath. The card in online one but not this. Scythia. Well, it's a shame, and I'll just say this welcome back chaotic, but goodbye, generating flames. Tangath. Ah, scared. Scythia. Primal smoz. Narrator. She hit the ground, creating cracks in fire that Tangtha felt, causing her to fly away, but falling into the ravine. In the cafeteria. Saji. Issei. Everyone. Some look at him worriedly. Girl 1. Oh no. Emi. Brother, worried. In the battle. Tangath. Falling. Issei. Screaming as the screen split between him and Tangath screaming as they fell. Chapter welcome to chaotic part 2. Scythia. Torrent of flame, throwing a large flame. Tangat. He receives the flame until he ends up near a ravine, TCH damn that hurt, he gets up. It's true that it hurts. Tangath. Sees that Scythia came out, hey time out, I still don't know how to play this. Scythia. Not that you've played chaotic, smirks. Tangath. The card in online one but not this. Scythia. Well, it's a shame, and I'll just say this welcome back chaotic, but goodbye, generating flames. Tangath. Scared. Scythia. Primal smoz. Narrator. She hit the ground, creating cracks in fire that Tangtha felt, causing her to fly away, but falling into the ravine. Tangath. Falling. Issei. Screaming as the screen split between him and Tangath screaming as they fell. Academy office. Narrator. A figure can be seen watching Issei's fight until Scythia made the attack causing him to fall into the ravine. Seriously, the first one to face a candidate is from the heroes faction. Wow, although it is expected from that group, don't you think, dear director? Sees I'm here, Goho, you're back from looking for good candidates. Goho. You know me well, Director Dulio, smiles amused. Dulio. Hey you cheer me up a little Goho, but sees the battle, do you think young Hyoudou will be able to defeat Conla? Goho. I have faith in him. Dulio. Okay if you believe I believe. In the battle. Tangat. Issei. I'm lost, I'll lose, see some trees, moment maybe. Narrator. He sees the mountain to push off with his feet and head towards the trees of the forest. Issei. I really must cushion the fallen, I know. Hangath. Vine's sneer. Narrator. From his fingers came some pods that caught themselves in some tree branches that then swung until they reached the ground. Hangath. Phew, at least I landed on my feet, he. In the cafeteria. Narrator. Everyone was surprised at how Issei was saved while his sister sighed in relief. Saji. I see that Issei is already understanding the game. Haruko. Hi. Angela. At least she's safe, don't you think, friend? Emi. Hi, wait, that would mean that I. Haruko. You'll have to think about your strategy when it's your turn. Emi. Oh my god, scared. Burl 1. Wow. Burl 2. Now the applicant managed to save himself or he would be lost. Burl 1. Hi, sees the fight. Burl 2. Sees her, perhaps she is. Boy 1. Phew, what a maneuver. Boy 2. Jum apparently understands now. Boy 1. Now I understand why Goho chose him. Let's see what his sister is made of, since she told us about his professionalism in chaotic. Boy 2. Let's wait. In the battle. Hangath. Stands up. Issei. Wow, incredible what I did, this is great. Not bad, novice. Narrator. I hear that to see Scythia, who had a kind of flying board with a sail. Issei. A windstrider. Scythia. You were able to save yourself from the fall, but you can't do this, throwing fireballs. Hangath. Dodges them, if you can make your battle gear appear, me too. Issei. Maybe the sword works. Narrator. He was trying to concentrate and from his hand came the sword of Kaid. Hangath. Wow, incredible, amazed to see her. Narrator. But he sees the fireballs and begins to repel them. Issei. Haha, it's funny. Scythia. You think that toy sword will defend you? Hangath. No, but I think this is Pebblestorm. Narrator. From his hand or chest he shot a shower of rocks that were directed at Scythia, but he tried to dodge them even though he had trouble balancing with his battle gear until some of them hit the Cyanid woman on the ground. Hangath. Haha, who says that the inferiors don't land on their feet, haha, laughs. In the cafeteria. Emi. That's it, bro, keep it up, supporting Issei. Haruko. I'm sure I can win. Angela. Well, let's see if he can beat it. Saji. Knowing Issei, he will know how to win. In the battle. Scythia. Stands up, tch, maybe you already know how to play, but it's time to finish, carrying a large load of fire. Hangath. Worried. Issei. With it he will launch a torrent of flame, and it looks stronger, wait, I already know music. Narrator. As he began to activate music. Hangit. Fortissimo. Scythia. Throwing the flare. Narrator. Well, I launched the attack but Hangath began to grow about 20 meters while he received the flare but received nothing. Scythia. Ah. Hangit. Haha, you'll need that to beat me, and that reminds me of Rostoxic. Narrator. From his mouth he shot out a kind of brown smoke that hit Scythia so that her body began to cover like rust. Hangath. It's time to finish with a megalavalanche. Narrator. I shoot a torrent of lava towards Scythia. Scythia. Nuo receives the attack and explodes into codes. End of the battle. Half-A. Everyone. Surprised. Emi. Yes, I did it, jumping with happiness. Saji. That's it, buddy. Angela, looking interested, Issei. Burl 1. Surprised. Burl 2. I defeated Kamla. Burl 1. Issei Hyoudou. Boy 1. Wow, something like that never happened. Boy 2. Jum, it seems it would be interesting to have a fight against him. Boy 1. It would be interesting if you showed her what your deck can do, smiles, let's see what the girl has. In the dome. Kamla. He returns to see that Hangath has also returned, tch, you were lucky, rookie, but you'll regret messing with one of the heroes, he leaves. Hangath. Haha, I did it, jumps while turning back into a human, yeah. Referee. Congratulations, Lord Krisman Dragon passed his first battle and also the second test of the second test, meaning you can now prove admission. Issei. Thank you, leaves the dome. Saji. Arrives, hey old man, you did well. Issei. If you're serious about fighting, use a battle gear and a music. Saji. I know, my friend, and you defeated one of the heroes' faction. Emi. Incredible what you did, brother. Issei. I know, friend. Robot. Aid arrives, okay, who is Emi Hyoudou? Emi. Here, I mean, it's my turn to fight. Robot. Clever girl and it's in the Krellan dome. Emi. Well, sees both of them, wish me luck, enters. Saji. Hey Issei, how about we go to Deader and eat some nachos? Issei. Okay, you convinced me, he goes inside with Saji. With Emi. Emi. Sees the dome, wow, how big. Referee. Greetings Emi Hyoudou, name of chaotic siren, welcome to your admission test. Emi. Cool, sees the reader. Referee. Please put your scanner in the reader. Emi. Hi, puts it in the reader and the screen appears. Cool, that's who I'm fighting against. Alberto. Your opponent in this test is Mommy Nanami, name of chaotic Mommy-chan, a blonde with pink locks at the ends arrives. Mommy. Ara how pretty you are. Emi. Thanks I guess. Mommy. But I don't think you're attractive with that face, smiles innocently. Emi. Gets upset, you said dirty. Haruko. Appears on the scanner. You better not play their game Emi. Emi. That sees her. Haruko. She likes to annoy everyone, but on the men's side, she falls for that cute little face she has, but in her heart she is pure evil. Emi. Okay, understood. Narrator. And so both began to choose their decks, but in Emi's case, she was thinking about the strategy while Issei and company watched. Issei. Let's see, you say she has a reputation. Saji. Oh yeah, she goes with the players and students who are good or newbies, and she deceives them with that cute face or sweet voice. Angela. And you can't imagine the poor boy she dated 1 month. Issei. Ouch, and my only relationship lasted 3 weeks, sad and annoyed at the same time. Girl 1. I'm worried now that mommy is her opponent. Girl 2. Like every month they come to defeat the rookies. Girl 1. Hi, I hope he at least enters as Issei. Girl 2. Maybe, suspicious. Boy 1 and 2. I had to touch mommy. In the dome. Emi. And that's it, I hope it works. Mommy. Notes to Emi, I see you're done girl, but it would be a shame if I beat you, smiles. Emi. I don't know if I'll be able to hold it in so I can go over there and slap him or punch him. Albitra. Ladies, show your decks. Both. Press the symbol and each one shows their deck. Emi's deck. Mommy's mallet. Mommy. Now you have a strong superior creature, surprised. Emi. She's one of my favorites and strong ones, smiles. In the cafeteria. Haruko. Wow, she has an Avena, surprised. Issei. Yes, Avena is one of her favorite creatures from the upper world, she even told me that she would also have her sister in her deck. Angela. Well, good luck with that, and it will surely beat his Calvadron. Saji. Well, let's see what it will be like. In the dome. Referee. Miss Siren, this is your admission test and your first chaotic battle. Please choose the location of your battle. Emi. Goes to the roulette wheel. Narrator. They waited until it stopped. Referee. The battle will be the river of lava. Emi. Mommy. Referee. Very well, now select your attacking creature. Emi. Avena attacks Calvadron. Referee. Very well, start now. Emi touches the card and transforms into Avena. Wow, this is amazing. Mommy. Haha, but touches her card to become Calvadron. I don't think you'll have the potential for a pretty girl like you in this prestigious academy. Avena. Well, let's see if that mouthful of bug fell on you there. Let's enter chaotic. Narrator. And so everything was illuminated for the battle to begin. Avena. Seeing the lava river, wow, this is more intense than I imagined. Wipes a little sweat. And it's so hot. True. Narrator. Avena dodges a blast of fire to see Calvadron with some kind of 4-barreled flamethrower. Calvadron. You were lucky to dodge my rookie pyroblaster. Avena. Maybe, but summons a cannon, it's good that he equips a liquidizer, loading the weapon. Calvadron. Then try it, shoots flames. Narrator. But Avena shot a jet of water that, upon contact with the flames, generated a smoke screen. Calvadron. So you think you can win me by hiding in the smoke? Haha, I'm sure girls like you have. Narrator. It didn't end because it received ice attacks on every part of the smoke. In the cafeteria. Haruko. What's up? Issei. I think I know what's going on. Angela. And what is Issei, curious. Issei. When the pyroblaster and liquidizer attacks collided, creating a smoke screen, and she took the opportunity to attack with the battle gear, and with the smoke she won't know where she is. Saji. Wow, that's a good strategy. Issei. I know. In a classroom at the academy. Ooh, interesting. Narrator. But a boy appeared. Boy. What does Kaichu think? I think those kids might be able to take Tokyo Chaotic Academy to the top, smiles and his glasses shine. In Dulio's office. Dulio. What a good strategy. Oh ho. It's true, my friend, cheerfully. Dulio. Well, let's see what they have, although, seeing on some cameras some boy supporting mommy, I'm not surprised that some of her fans are ex-support her after leaving them, somewhat irritated. Oh ho. You're right about that. In the cafeteria. Mommy's fans and exes, let's go mommy-chan, finish it. Narrator. Those who saw them had a drop of sweat and others were annoyed. Issei. That always happens. Saji. Yes, my friend, this happens all the time. Haruko. I'm still surprised that those idiots still love her after leaving them. Angela. I almost don't understand humanity anymore, tired. Girl 1. TCH, this is a bummer. Girl 2. Hey, and to think the boss was a pain. Girl 1. I know, but we'll get rid of her a little more. Girl 2. Hey friend. Boy 1. I know what she'll do. Boy 2. And what is it? You see it. Boy 1. Look. In the battle. Narrator. Kelvedrin continued to receive Avena's ice attacks, but trying to find out where they were, but he saw the smoke dissipating. Kelvedrin. Hahaha, I'm impressed by your strategy, but I don't think I'll win. Viper slash. Narrator. Out of nowhere some cobras hit the Damiano, which injured him a little. Avena. Exits. Haha, what's wrong, did I hurt you? Smiles amused. Kelvedrin. You were lucky, but pointing his pyroblaster. Avena. Power pulse, throwing an energy punch. Narrator. When he launched that attack it only hit the Kelvedrin battle gear, but caused him to drop it and fall into the river of lava. Kelvedrin. Very clever, but that won't stop me, Vine sneer. Narrator. Pods came out from under the ground and trapped Avena. Avena. Tries to free herself. Kelvedrin. Hahaha, and with a rock wave 8 hitting the ground. Narrator. When he did this, sticks of earth came out that headed towards Avena, which filled her, sending her against a rock wall near the lava. Avena. TCH, gets up in pain. Emi. TCH, damn, this girl sure doesn't want to lose, but this is my admission test, and I'll give it. Wait, I'm near a river of lava, so maybe it will work. You've run out of ideas. Narrator. He saw that Kelvedrin was approaching and he jumped. Emi. It's now or never, prepared. Kelvedrin. Now you're lost. Narrator. He didn't even finish as he fell on Avena's feet, who lifted them but pushed him upwards. Avena stands up and moves away a little. It's time to finish you, Hitch. Kelvedrin. AI8 starts to fall. Avena. Wind slash. Narrator. When Kelvedrin was just a few centimeters from touching the ground he was swept away by a strong current of air. Kelvedrin. AI8 pushing until falling into the river of lava and exploding the code. End of the battle. Cafe. Issei. And his friends. Yes. Mommy's fans and exes. Mommy-chan, youngsters and others crying comically. All. 8 surprised. In the dome. Mommy. Goes back to see Avena. Avena. Ha, and well, maybe that was, turns back into Emi, humiliating for you. Mom. Maybe, but I hope to see you again. Walks toward the exit to finish you off and maybe play with your brother and see his reaction. Walks away. Emi, poor thing, you do something to my brother, you son of a hitch. Referee. Congratulations, Siren, for winning your first battle and also passing the second admission test, you will surely pass. Emi. I hope so, leaves. Narrator. Then she leaves the dome where she is greeted by her brother and friends. Issei. Good job, little sister, I knew you would achieve it. Emi. Thanks, little brother. Saji. Seriously, you guys managed to beat players who are hard to beat and very annoying. Baruko. But in the end they kicked their codes. Angela. Well, let's wait, what did I give you? Robot. 8 appears, attention Issei Hyoudou and Emi Hyoudou, please follow me to the academy director's office. Both. A. Saji. Well guys, I wish you luck. Baruko. Let's see if he accepts them. Angela. Take care. Both. Thank you. Narrator. The Hyoudou brothers went to follow the robot while their friends stayed chatting while 2 boys watched them. Boy 1. I bet he'll be at our place with Saji and the others. Boy 2. Conscious, maybe we'll have new companions in the future and great battles. Boy 1. Okay, let's prepare to welcome the newcomers, he leaves together with his partner. Girl 1. Hey, their names are Issei and Emi. Girl 2. Hi, those are their names. Girl 1. Sees replays and Issei's photo, Issei Hyoudou. Narrator. Both girls retreat maybe somewhere or for a battle, but when one of them stood up only a red hair was revealed by the wind. After the test results and the superiors in another room. Narrator. Kaichu herself can be seen watching the Emi vs Mommy fight until Avena defeated Kelvedrin. Wow, he beat Mommy and with a good strategy. Boy. They might pass, but where do you think they'll stay? I already have an answer since I saw through the window that Satoru-sensei brought them, so now I know where they will be. Boy. You speak. Yes, the inn, smiles. But the Hyoudou. Narrator. They after their first battle and second admission test, but now they are following the robot that will take them. Emi. Hey Issei, how do you think the director of the academy is? Issei. I just hope it's better than the one we had. Emi. Maybe. Robot. They had a bad principal at their old academy. Both. Hi. It is understandable to the applicants. Narrator. They both see that I am speaking to a purple-haired woman wearing secretary clothes. A pleasure. I am the secretary to the director of the Penemu Academy, Bose. Issei. It's a good thing my stupid brother isn't here, since he would surely kick us out for his nonsense and preventions. Emi. A pleasure, Penemu-san. Penemu? Well, the director is waiting for you. Narrator. They both entered with the director while leaving the robot alone. Robot. Maybe you didn't notice what I was going to say, but I did. What a lucky director. Leaves. In the office. Narrator. They see that the office was very spacious, very well decorated, and on the armchairs in the middle, there was a chaotic board. Emi. What things he has. Truth, my little Padawan. Both. Sees Goho. Goho. Hello my applicants, congratulations on winning your first battle and admission test. I knew you could sort of. Both. Thank you. And the truth is I'm impressed. Narrator. They see that in the chair of a desk it turns to show Dulio, although Issei sees in detail. Issei. He looks familiar, I try to remember. Dulio. A pleasure young Hyoudou, I am the director of the Chaotic Academy of Tokyo. Dulio. Golden, a pleasure. Both. Golden, stunned but Issei clenching his fist. Dulio. Noticing the astonishment of both and how Issei clenched his fist, I imagine you know Michael Golden. Emi. You know something about him. Emi. He's his older brother. Issei. You're that unhappy man's brother, annoyed. Dulio. Sighs, unfortunately yes, shaking his head. Oh. Before you get angry Issei. Dulio, because you don't tell him about yourself or family. Dulio. I'll do that, ahem, you see guys I imagine you don't like my brother no. Both. Yes, aware. Dulio. I see, tell me, perhaps were you expelled for something you didn't do, for example by your brothers? Issei. Like. Dulio. You see, lately the applicants who entered were from the Kuo Academy where my brother is the director, and mostly they are expelled due to plans of someone or some relative who ruins everything for them, but the truth is that I am disappointed. Emi. And why? Emi. Well, you see what the director told me, his brother is very naive and doesn't know what he's doing, and believing that he's doing the right thing, that got the director and his sister into trouble. Dulio. So please, even though you see me as Michael's brother, I'm not like him. I'm a better director. Oh. It's true guys, Dulio RS a great director, even the pay is good, happy and chibi. Both. A drop comes out. Dulio. Well, I'll just tell you welcome to the Chaotic Academy. Both. Emi. We passed. Dulio. Of course, they passed both tests 100%, so now they are students at the academy. Narrator. They were both happy and hugged each other with excitement while everyone had a smile. Oh. Well, hugging both of their shoulders, I'd better take you to your home. Both. Hey Murata. Narrator. Goho didn't respond and took them away. Emi, you know something. I have a feeling that these guys and those from Goho's residence will be like the light of the academy. Dulio. I have faith in them since I'm already pissed off about the groups that are in this academy. Emi. I know. Dulio. Sees her, calm, I have a feeling this semester will be good. Emi. Hi. Well, I'm going to work, heads towards the door but sees him, I'll see you at home dear, smiles and winks as she leaves the office. Dulio. Haha, smiles, many said that my brother would have a wife or that our religion forbade us from getting married, but haha I'm lucky to have a beautiful wife haha, smiles and feeling lucky. But the hiatus. Narrator. They were walking with Goho, but they saw that they were passing by buildings like an apartment building, but of different sizes. Emi. What is this place? Goho. These are the rooms where the students live. Issei. Hey wow, and we get one of these. Goho. No, where I live is very pretty. Emi. And what is it? Goho. Here, they arrive like a traditional Japanese hotel, I present to you the superior inn. Both. Surprised. Emi. Because superior if it is read it was not better inferior. Goho. Yes, but it's very used. Issei. I see. Narrator. They both enter and see that the place was well decorated down to good wood material and vases. Emi. Wow, what a beautiful place, amazed. Issei. I feel like a character from the Edo era. Goho. Yes, well it's time for you to meet your companions or rather your roommates here. Wow look who's here. Issei. Sees a blonde, Saji. Saji. So you've already accepted them and you're here, how nice. Haruko. It's good that you arrive in time for the celebration banquet since we also have some new arrivals from first and second years. Angela. So let's go, takes Issei's hand and starts to lead him. Emi. First day she met him maybe they'll come to something haha, smiles maliciously seeing that scene. Narrator. They arrived at the dining room and were surprised because it was large and unique, but not only that, it was also full of plates of food that looked like a buffet. Issei. This is a lot of food. Emi. Company meet Aya, a waterfall of saliva coming out of her mouth. Oh. It looks like he tried hard. Well that's my job sensei. Narrator. They see a red-haired boy arrive, but he gets him clothing like a kitchen uniform and with a white ribbon on the forehead of his head. You're the ones who passed first. Issei. Hi. You're a student. I'm Sama Yukihara, a second-year student and one of the chefs at the inn. Issei. One of the cooks. Saji. Sometimes we make food, but Sama always goes first. Baruko. But their meals are like a ticket to heaven. Emily. Spittle cascade increases. How nice, Soma's food is ready. Hey, the others haven't arrived yet and the new arrivals. But there is food and I want to eat. Narrator. They heard that to see that 3 boys came in, a salmon or light pink-haired boy with marks under his eyes, a black-haired boy with an emo face, and a brunette who seemed to be angry or something like that. Go-ho. Ah guys, good that you came, enjoyed your fights. Boy 1. Of course Issei is entertaining, but at the same time it's boring to see the applicants. Boy 2. Hey, there are some who passed the test. Girl. Well, I like the one about the rookie who kicked the code to mommy's hitch and note to the Hyoudou, but more to Emi, or by Param, she's the one who beat mommy. Emi. Hello haha, nervous. Girl. Incredible that you are here wait, sees Goho, maybe. Goho. Hey, they are the ones who passed and now they will live with us. Issei. Greetings, I'm Issei Hyoudou and the girl next to me is my sister Emi. Emi. A pleasure. Boy 1. Greetings, I'm Yuji Itadora, a first-year student, smiles. Boy 2. First year Jum Megumi Fishigoro. Girl. And I'm Nobara Kijisaki also a first year. Saji. Well guys you are lucky they will be in our class. Yuji. Good because we also have some approved ones too. How good we have a Lin girl Hyoudou moment. Narrator. They both see that 2 boys came in, a brown-haired boy with glasses and another bald boy, but they are both surprised. Issei. Right now, I know them. They are Mitsuda and Odahama, the perverted duo from Kuo. Mitsuda. What are you doing here? Emi the same as you. Both oh, understanding. Oh-ho. So you guys are approved too. Both. Hi, we are applicants who passed the tests. Oh-ho. That's great and I see the Hyoudou know them. Issei. Well they were students from our old academy. Emi. Hi. We've arrived. Narrator. They see that 5 boys and 6 girls arrived, but Emi sees one of the boys and blushes because she thought he was cute. Oh-ho. Ah, they're just in time for you to meet the new ones. All. Yes, Goho Seider sensei. Boy 1. I am Son Kenichi Uzumaki, second year student. Boy 2. I am Wolf Chaotic and I am a third year student. Boy 3. Indra Dragniel, second year student. Emi. Indra, whispers with a smile. Boy 4. Nice to meet you Shen Phantom new second year student. Boy 5. And I'm Kaiser Helsing too. I'm a new second year student, a pleasure. Issei. Nice to meet you, but who are the girls? Sama. 5 of them are partners of those who are present and the 6th partner has not returned yet. Emi. APA couple, stunned. Girl 1. Hi, I'm a second year and I'm Kenichi's girlfriend, Bose. Girl 2. I'm Siko Busajima, I'm a third year and I'm my little Wolf's girlfriend, smiles, hugging Wolf's arm. Wolf. How I love being the only man who enjoys that he. Girl 3. My name is Rei Hino, a second year student and I am Indra-kun's girlfriend. Emi. She is Indra's girlfriend, somewhat jealous of seeing Rei. Girl 4. I am Enwarishin's girlfriend, a little nervous to see the new guys. Issei. She. Nobara. Ashen told us that she is shy, but has a split personality that shows in battles. Issei. Oh wow and that exists on TV or anime. Girl 5. Hello, my name is Yui Komori, I'm a new second year and I'm Kaiser Z's girlfriend, smiles. Girl 6. Greetings Iris Phaja from second year, but my partner is not available. Mitsuda. Isn't he at the academy? Kenichi. In fact, he will return along with another person who accompanies him this day, but we don't know at what time. Sama. The better we celebrate the enrollment of the new rookies. All. Yes. Narrator. And so they began to eat, but those who approved were amazed, even the girls let out a moan when they tasted the food. Issei. Wow this is good. Oh-ho. It's a blessing that Sama is from the inn, well comical. Uji. Oh it's a blessing from God. Nobara. Better said of Param now that we are enjoying this. Emi. You didn't cook watching the second graders. Kenichi. Well in our first year here we had to cook for each other, but when Sama arrived we were enjoying this. Modahama. This could make my mother envious. Mitsuda. Hi, eating. They're eating and not inviting us. What fellows they are. Narrator. They heard a black-haired man with a flashy cap and a white-haired man come in. Goho. Wow, they're here. 1. Yes, but it's a hug from Iris, haha I know you're happy to see me. Iris. There you are back, happy. Issei. They are the ones who said they were out. Wolf. Hi. 2. Sees the Hyoudou, Jum I knew you would be here after your battles. Issei. They saw us. 1. We were watching the contestants' battles, but yours and your sister's were impressive. Issei. Wow, thanks Edo. 1. Aaron Joestar, that's my name and I'm a second-year student, smiles. Do. Narukami Sara and also a second-year student. Oh-ho. And they are the best along with the flea, pointing at Wolf in chibi form. Wolf. Stop calling me that, comically annoyed, making everyone laugh. Shen. How nice you guys are. Iris. Go Ajo, taking it to the table. Narrator. Everyone ate happily while they chatted, but in Issei and Emi's case, they chatted with Mitsuda and Motohama. Mitsuda. Don't make things up now, his brothers got them expelled. Both? Yes. Motohama. Damn them, annoyed. Emi. I want to ask something, you didn't try to grape a girl, the reason for your expulsion. Mitsuda. Hey, we are perverts but never rapists in my right mind. Motohama. We're not that sick. Issei. Of course. Noir. By the way, what tribes are you so good at? Curious. Pinichi. Superior. Pazer. Superion. Indra. Superiors. Wolf. Superior. Sora. Superior. Issei Emi. There are many superiors here, they thought with their eyes rolled. Saji. For my part, I am inferior. Uji. X2. Mitsuda. Well, I'm also superior. Motohama. But I am Danian. Shen. And I'm a Mapedian. Sama. Go ahead, but in my case I use any tribe more frequently since that gives me some ideas for dishes. Emi. I see, but you're Joestar-san. Aaron. Hey, call me Aaron or Ajo. Issei. Well, you are good. Aaron. Well, mostly inferior but also with the superiors. Emi. It's weird to know that. Aaron. Yes, but it doesn't matter since I will always use my inferior dex, but no matter what tribe I use they are all special. Wise words, Joestar. Narrator. They saw that a girl with dark green hair wearing glasses came in, but the four from Kuo Academy for some reason didn't trust her, or because she looked like a certain president with glasses. Iris. Akaichu, surprised. I see that those who have passed have already passed, and that Joestar and Narukami have also returned from their trip to the United States. Sora. There were many players and many are good. By the way, Indra Melissa sends you her greetings. Ray hears that name and gets upset. Emi. Who is that, same. I can imagine, go to the Hyoudou, so I knew the Hyoudou brothers would be here. Emi. And how did you know we would be here? If they were accompanied by Satoru-sensei it was obvious that he would be here. Oh ho. Hehe, you know me well, Happy and Chibi. Well, I must introduce myself, I am Maki Zenin, the student council president of the academy. Emi. You are the president of the academy, surprised. Maki. Hey, and from what I see, you're also from Kuo Academy, don't worry, they told me what the president there is like, and I want you to know that I'm much better than her. Mitsuda. How are you sure? Motohama. It's true. Because she takes it seriously and does it well. Narrator. They saw a white-haired boy appear, but his uniform or clothes covered his mouth. Mitsuda. And that's who he is. Baruko. The vice president of Maki Kaichu. Greetings newcomers, I'm Tojin Yamaki, the vice president, a pleasure, Bose. Issei Emi Mitsuda Motohama. A pleasure. Maki. Don't feel insecure, I can understand, but I mean very good work, Hyoudou brothers. Both. Not understanding. Doj. Well, you see, those who faced each other are students and at the same time players who show inappropriate behavior toward students and players since they found each other, but you are the first to defeat them. Both. Surprised. Maki. So I want to tell you welcome to Chaotic and I hope to see your battles here, see you. Narrator. They see that both of them left the building leaving everyone. Sama. Apparently they liked Hyoudou. Emi. Oh yeah. Nabara. Hi, she may seem serious or grumpy, but when you know her or spend time knowing her she is a good girl and friend since she is interested in the well-being of the players and loves Chaotic. Megumi. The truth is she is one of those we can trust. Uji. Yes, and she doesn't compare at all. Narrator. The innkeepers were saying good things about Mickey. Noir. I think she is a good person. Yui. I think she's nice too, smiles. Hazer. I support you, Yui. Shen. Well, I guess we could try. Mitsuda. Well, I'll go in. Mitsuda. X2. Emi, I guess you're right. Issei. Sees everyone, if they say that she really is very different from our former academy and president, I guess I'll accept her. Narrator. The boys smiled and when they were about to continue eating. Tsuo-chan. Sora. Narrator. A black blur tackled Sora. Crack. Sora. Ugh. Narrator. That made her fall to the ground and they noticed that it was a girl with pigtails and pink bows. Iris. Sensei. Kenichi. Heh, I knew this wouldn't happen. So-chan, it's good that you're back. I felt lonely without you, hugging the black man. Emi. Edo, who is she? Mitsuda. And because he hugs him, feeling a little jealous. Aaron, well ladies and gentlemen, she is Sora's partner. The newcomers. Who, surprised. Hazier. Sora is dating a teacher, impressed. Stands up, don't introduce yourself, I'm Serafal, teacher of the academy, a pleasure, greet with a smile. Issei, she looks like Sona Citri, seriously looking at her. Oh ho. Well, since everyone has met each other, let's enjoy the celebration. All Sora. Yes. Sora. Yes, yeah, somewhat sore. Narrator. After that they started talking amongst themselves while they were wrapping their things, although Mitsuda and Motohama said that some female creatures were the hexiest, but also the furries, but it doesn't matter, the ones who had a good time were the Hyoudou, although Emi and Ray sometimes gave glances when they were near Indra. Later. Narrator. The night came and those from the inn were taking everyone to their rooms, and when it was Issei's turn, he sees that his room was spacious and sees that there was a futon and some extras. Issei. Wow, the room was big and had a lot of space. Issei. Incredible. Emi. This is definitely better. Iris. Hello Emi-san, but it's time for me to take you to yours. Emi. Hi, see you Sipa. Narrator. Iris took Emi to her room, leaving Hyoudou alone. Issei. Leaves his suitcase and looking at the room, so this is my new life and adventure, opens the window to see the sky with stars and also the lights of the city and the rooms of the academy, well chaotic, here comes Issei Hyoudou and his new life. In Kuo. Narrator. Mickey and Goru can be seen at the Kuo residence, but MX and Izayoi were not there as usual. Goru. How empty it is without our children. Mickey. Hi, somewhat quickly, I hope they are okay there. Narrator. Goru receives a message and when he opens it he is surprised and smiles. Goru. I think they're better than ever. Mickey. Because. Narrator. Elle shows what she received, causing her to be surprised and smile, although tears come to her eyes, since what she received was a photo of Issei and Emi, but with them were the members of the inn smiling together. Both. Without a doubt God heard our prayers, now they are happy. Narrator. Without a doubt this is a new beginning for the Hyoudou brothers. After the first day at Chaotic Academy. Kuo. Narrator. A tall, black-haired woman can still be seen somewhat worried and sad. Tsubaki, yesterday wasn't the same without Issei and Emi, it's not entirely fair how they're treated, and all because of their siblings, I hope they go to hell when the inspector finds out. The RRRRRR. Tsubaki. Sees that her cell phone was vibrating, what's happening now, takes it, and sees that she had a message, Emi. Narrator. She had doubts about what was happening, but when she opened it she saw something that surprised her, and at the same time she smiled because there she and Issei were along with their new friends, although she was surprised that Mitsuda and Motohama were there, but she focused on seeing the Hyoudou smiling. Tsubaki. Apparently they are happy now, that's good. Sees that in the background she was staring at someone, those braids are from Serafal, what are they doing there? Tokyo the next day. Narrator. A new day began for the city of Tokyo, one of the largest cities in the country. We focused on a large academy, the Chaotic Academy of Tokyo, but more on a condo, the Superior Inn, where the Hyoudou brothers reside. They left their rooms, but they were wearing jackets with the Chaotic logo or symbol. Issei. Incredible that this is our uniform, seeing the jacket. Emi. Yes, and it's pretty, actually, looking at her jacket. I'm glad you like it. Narrator. They heard that to see their senpais along with the new ones and who are their companions. Aaron. That will be their uniform for the years they will be here. Ashen. It's not bad, I admitted. Hazier. Hi is true, seeing his jacket. Indra. We better go to class. Doho. You're right, go to class. It wouldn't be good if you missed it, especially for the newbies, since it's their first day, so have fun. Narrator. Everyone left the inn but saw that students were outside and walking. Emi. By the way, I didn't see Serafal sensei, curious. Sora. Left early to go prepare for his class. Wolf. Who is our teacher, right Siko? Siko. Hi is ours. Issei. And what teacher does Goho sensei give, curious. Indra. Sometimes he is a teacher of a subject that is about Earth history and sometimes the history of Chaotic. Emi. Hey wow. Kenichi. But don't worry, these days of academies will be entertaining. Soma. I support the tomato head. Kenichi. Don't call me that, comically annoyed and with shark teeth. Megumi. Jum, they've already started. Uji. But it's fun, admitted. Nabara. And even more so when they call Indra emo. Indra. I heard you, with a vein. Ray. Now Indra-kun. Emi. Upset and jealous to see Ray. Sakura. But let's hope you guys do well even if I have to be careful with some guys. Motohama. And why? Iris. There are students who cause problems or are bad, for example Kanla and Mommy. War. They are so bad, somewhat nervous. Siko. Much, and more than that there are farms or groups that some are good, but others are bad, and more the substitute leader of the interest farm. Yui. It doesn't sound nice, somewhat nervous. Hazer. Calm down, Yui-chan, strokes her head. Issei. Don't worry, we'll be on the lookout. Emi. You're right, we'll be careful. Eren. Well, that's what I'd like to hear, smiles. Narrator. When they arrived at the academy, they separated to go to their classrooms while Issei and his sister continued with their now classmates. Uji. Well, guys, we'll be in our classroom. Nobara. It will be fun to have them. Issei. Thanks, although Angela and Megumi are from a different class, curious. Saji. Hi, they are, since they are like those of primary, secondary and high school, that is, we have other groups of the years. Emi. And what are we? Saji Uruko Nobara Uji. Class B. Issei Emi Mitsuda Motohama. It doesn't seem to be a coincidence that we're in our old class group with a dropper squinter poker face. Narrator. After walking, they arrived at their corresponding classroom and entered to see that it was something big with some desks, although they were in a step where there were many students, and they decided to sit in available places until the classroom door opened and revealed that a woman entered. Good morning, students, see everyone, for those who managed to pass, I am your teacher for this class, Graphia Gremory. It is a pleasure. If you have questions or problems you could ask, but let them be about classes and not classes of compliments, serious or cold. Narrator. When he said that, most of the class felt a chill, especially the men. Issei. Plus I felt immensely cold because of this woman. Emi. That woman gives an air of respect and fear. Graphia. Well, before starting classes I want the newcomers, that is, those who passed the tests, to introduce themselves. Narrator. And so some began to introduce themselves until it was Kuo's turn. Mitsuda. I am Mitsuda Kido and I come from the city of Kuo. Motohama. I am Motohama Kazurabo, also from Kuo. Emi. I'm Emi Hyoudou and I'm also from Kuo City. Issei. And I'm also from Kuo City and my name is Issei Hyoudou. Graphia. So they are the last ones expelled from the academy, as Dulio said, seeing the four. Well, everyone has introduced themselves, let's start with the classes. Narrator. And so the classes began, which were like normal classes, but sometimes they gave topics about the world of chaotic and its creatures. They even gave classes where sometimes they watched recordings of past chaotic fights, so they would know what they did. Time skip, break time. Narrator. In the academy cafeteria you can see all the students eating and resting until Issei and the others arrive. Issei. What a first half of classes. Emi. I'm surprised they give us classes related to chaotic. Saji. That's how it's taught in chaotic. Haruko. Hi, getting the attention of one of the robots and asking for food. Mitsuda. Wow, this academy is big, even pretty girls better than those old maids from Kuo. Motohama. Even the student service is the best. Uji. Yes, although sometimes Graphia classes are boring. Nobara. But she's scary when she's upset, comically scared and in chibi. Haruko. Don't even remind me, just like Nobara. The four. Seriously, she's that scary. Excuse me, you're Issei Hyoudou and Emi Hyoudou. Narrator. They listened to that to see what a beautiful red-haired woman or girl with blue eyes like sapphires spoke of, and when Issei saw her he felt like the world stopped and his heart beat hard when he saw her only speaking in her thoughts. Issei. She's beautiful. Saji. Ria-senpai, what a surprise. Ria's. Thanks, Jishirpu. Emi. Well, yes, I am Emi and he is Issei, my brother. Issei. Reacts. Ah yes, I am Issei Hyoudou and you are. Ria's. I'm Gremory, Ria's Gremory. Hyoudou and Mitsuda and Motohama. Surprised, but the Hyodus are stupefied and a little annoyed. Ria's. Notice the Hyodou's expression. Listen, I know what's going on, but I'm not like her. Emi. Wait, maybe. Ria's. I see that things didn't go well with my twin sister Elena. Hyoudou, Mitsuda and Motohama. Twin sister, stupefied. Ria's. Hi, and I can see that she did things that will cause you hatred, but don't worry, I'm not like her. Emi. And how are we sure you're not lying? A little serious. Haruko. Emi-chan, she is a good player. It's true. Narrator. They see Megumi and Angela arrive. Megumi. Ria's Gremory is one of the strongest and biggest chaotic players in the games. Angela. Hey, he's a kind person, he even gives arrogant idiots what they deserve. Ria's. Thanks for the compliment, Angela-chan, but looks at the Hyoudou. I just want to say welcome to Chaddock, gives a warm smile. Issei. Blushes at that. Ria's. Well, see you, and I hope at least we can talk, and maybe with you, Issei. Issei. Hi, it would be a pleasure. Ria's. See you, leaves. Emi. Ooh, I think you're dated 8 with mockery. Angela. Gets a little annoyed at that. Robot. Arrives with 3 plates of pizza and glasses. You're lucky, kid, but I wish you well, leaves the plates on the table and walks away. Issei. Reacts, what did he mean by that? Is there anything wrong with that? Not of her, but where she belongs. Emi. Sees that the others have arrived. Why do you say that, Wolf-senpai? Wolf. What happens is that she, along with a friend of ours, are part of a feminist group called Finca de Interest, and they are a group of stronger players, and some are proud of it. Motohama. So a group of maybe feminists, curious. Siko. And that's despite the fact that some have the character of being argumentative and some annoying. Soma. Well, some, but the one that really bothers me is the substitute leader of the group. Issei. How much? All? Much. Emi. I see. Issei. Sees where Ria's went. Ria's Fremery for being Elena's sister. She's very beautiful, quite beautiful, while eating a slice of pizza. Inkuo. Michael. Watching the reports, TCH, we're still receiving harassment and selling secrets, and we don't know who it is this time. I thought things would calm down by expelling the Hyoudou, but now another one comes. I hope it hurts them. Narrator. While this was happening to him, Azel watched him through the window. Azazel. Sighs, seriously, that idiot is the director. He really doesn't think so. You don't even have to say it, sensei. Azazel. Sees an albino girl arrive. What's up, Momo-san? Momo. I just want some air since one more year, and maybe I will become the president of the council, and I will put order here. Azazel. I would like that. Hey, have you thought about it or suspected if it is possible that Max Hyoudou and Issei Hyoudou are the culprits? Momo. Since I entered I have had suspicions about them since they do not inspire confidence in them, but more so Elena senpai who is naive and very spoiled. Azazel. Hi, I'm surprised that he left his family and accepted the upbringing of his uncles or grandparents, annoyed and feeling sorry for some deeds and a brunette. Momo. But you know what really bothers me? It's her, pointing to a brunette coming out of a store, but with a disgusting smile. I can't believe she's your. Azazel. Nor did I fail in raising Rainer and breaking Issei's heart. I'm truly disappointed in her and my ex. Momo. But do you think they're okay? Azazel. Tsubaki told me that they both study in Tokyo and saw them already with new friends. Looks at the sky. I hope they are okay. Back in Tokyo. Narrator. Then the other classes passed normally until they saw that Issei and Emi were walking with their friends, but. Enough is enough. Narrator. They heard that to see that a girl was being bothered by a dark blue-haired boy. Emi. What the hell is going on? Annoyed to see that. Saji. TCH can't be him, annoyed. Mitsuda. You know who it is, curious. Angela. Diodoria Astheroth, a student from here. Issei. He's a relative of Professor Ajuka, surprised. Angela. Haha, but this one is worse, seriously. Motohama. And what about him, curious. Labara. You see, being a high society person and one of the best players, he is an arrogant guy who spends his time harassing rookie players and also sabotaging rookies to make them feel weak. Emi. How sick, disgusted. Miserable Issei, annoyed. Megumi. But he's not the only one. There are also players who abuse the rules of the games because they are prestigious families. Motohama. But Joestar can't do something. I mean is from the Joestars. Uji. Yes, but sometimes you wait for the right moment to act and. Narrator. They heard that to see that the girl hit Diodoria. Diodoria. Damn hitch, no one hits me, much more a hitch, throwing a punch. Narrator. But the fist stops only to see that a black-haired man stopped it, but the Astheroth only said. Diodoria. Joestar, annoyed. Aaron. What were you trying to do? Are you sure about that? Aaron. Hey, that guy has been staring at Diodoria for a while now, seriously, and letting go of his arm. Diodoria. I just wanted this hitch to get to know me and. Aaron. That will never happen because this is the last straw, seriously. Diodoria. Hey, I'm high class and I can do anything. Aaron. But that doesn't give you the right to make people suffer and with your traps. Diodoria. You have no proof, smiles arrogantly. Indeed yes, young Astheroth. Narrator. I heard that and he got scared because he saw that Dulio arrived, seriously. Aaron. So it's time, director. Dulio. Hi, if you don't know, young Joestar with the help of the Speedwagon Foundation has evidence of his actions and some students, so he knows what will happen if he sends this to the networks or not, seriously. Diodoria. Grrrrrr damn, looks at Aaron angrily. I challenge you to a chaotic battle. Aaron. I knew you would ask for that, but knowing you, you want something, right? Diodoria. I'll give you anything from my deck and some of my slaves, but if I win you give me your strongest creature, and also I want Iris, smiles maliciously. Aaron. Serious and clenching his fist, I accept that. Diodoria. I'll wait for you at the Kreeland Dome. Don't miss it, and I hope you say goodbye to your girlfriend because I'll make her feel special when I win her over, he smiles maliciously as he leaves. Aaron, serious and clenching his fist tightly. Issei. Joestar senpai, are you sure you're doing this? Aaron. Hi, that guy takes a while to do something to Iris, but this time I'll give him what he deserves, seriously. Megumi. Better prepare your deck and strategies. Aaron. Hi, see you, I have to plan my deck, goes to the test boards. Emi. I really don't know how this fight will end or if he will win, somewhat nervous. Saji. Calm down, maybe Diodoria is strong, but Garlic is one of the strongest along with Sora. Issei. I hope. See an arm. Narrator. He can be seen on a digital board where he viewed his decks. Aji. Eren. Sees that Sora and Iris arrived although the girl hugged him, what's happening? Iris. Nabara told us that you will fight Diodoria, but also that you accepted the bet, worried. Eren. Sorry to bring you into this, but it's time to put that bastard in his place. Iris. But I'm afraid that. Sora. Calm down Iris, also, go to Eren, you will try it. Eren hi. Iris. You're talking about your new scan, but you haven't told me what it is, pouts. Eren. He well. Narrator. He revealed his deck of creatures, and when he revealed what he wanted she went blank and with her mouth open. Iris. Speechless. Sora. I knew he would react like that. Eren. Yes, and I hope he gets a big surprise and a lot. Narrator. He said it while seeing a muscular red creature, but with blue horns. Eren. It's time to show who is the master of the inferiors, serious and determined. After battle with the master of the underworld. Hide residence. Narrator. Miku can be seen cleaning or rather collecting trash, and she knows who it belongs to. Mickey. One of these days I'll leave this garbage in your rooms and don't be lazy good for nothings, if only you would listen to me, but what are my children doing? Narrator. But he received a message and saw that it was from Mimi. Mickey. A message, what is it about? Narrator. When he opened it he saw with surprise since it was first when he saw Issei in a daze to meet Riaz. Mickey. It seems my son is falling in love and as he says she's pure that girl and what's next? Narrator. But his surprise was greater since it was about the chaotic fight between Eren and Diodoria just because of a tantrum from the boy that they wouldn't let him take a girl. Mickey. An asterisk, I hope that boy comes out unharmed, I hope he comes out unharmed. Tokyo Chaotic Academy. Narrator. In the Krellan Dome you could see two boys seeing each other while the referee was up there. Referee. This battle was requested by a player of yours Eren Joestar name of Chaotic JoestarGhoulZ. Eren. Smiles. Arbiter and Diodoria Astareth name of Chaotic King Tharth. Diodoria. Smiles arrogantly. Referee. Select your decks as the battle will be 3 versus 3. Narrator. Both of them put their scanners on the reader and began to search for their decks while in the cafeteria the group from the inn watched them. Baruko. Incredible that we will see Ajo Senpai fight after a long time. Itadori. I'm with you Aruko. Nabara. I hope he kicks that crying kid's code. Issei. Excuse me, I don't want to be a party pooper, but what deck does Diodoria use? Curious. Kenichi. Diodoria frequently uses Danian deck. Mitsuda. Seriously. Indra. Yes, but it's a bit annoying. Emi. Sees Iris, are you okay Iris? Iris. I'm worried that Ajo will lose. Calm down Iris-chan, you'll do it. Issei. Sees a redeed but stands up Riaz senpai, somewhat nervous and blushing. Riaz. Hello Issei, smiles. Issei. Ho hello, nervous and looking away. Hello Wolfie. Wolf. Sees a black-haired girl with a ponytail, Akeno. Akeno you still remember me how tender. Narrator. The brunette was about to hug him, but Siko got in front of her. Siko. I wonder what you're doing. Akeno. Senpai what a surprise, pretending to be surprised. Siko. Don't believe what you were going to do to my boyfriend, seriously. Narrator. Issei and the new ones felt a pressure and swore to see 2 terrifying auras in both. Emi. Who is she, a little nervous. Riaz. She's my best friend Akeno Himejima, she's also at the Interest Estate. Issei. And it seems that both always fight. Riaz. What's going on, she's interested in Wolf. Newbies. Hey, surprised. Sama. It's the pure truth. Yui. Wow. Ashen. You have the hitches lining up haha. Riaz. Looks at the screen, I hope Ajo wins against Diodoria. Sora. Calm down guys, he'll know what he'll do and he'll even show his new scan. In the office. Narrator. You can see the teachers in a staff room, even Dulio was there with Penemu on his lap. Serafal. It's incredible that Ajo-chan has accepted a chaotic fight against Diodoria. Do you think Ajuka has a chance? Ajuka. I know Joestar has a powerful inferiors deck, but I'm afraid of Diodoria's tricks. Oh. Too bad for you, he's related to you, no offense. Ajuka. I'm not offended. Rafia. But the robots also told me that they both bet. Penemu. I don't like the sound of it, strokes the director's hair. Rafia. If Joestar wins Diodoria. Julio. He will give you one of his mallets and also free the girls he has enslaved. Rafia. How? Julio. I was present when he challenged him, but if Joestar loses Iris will be Diodoria's slave. All. Astonished. What garbage. Rafia. You said it, Kateria, seeing a brunette woman with glasses. Ajuka. I hope Joestar wins. Doho. I have faith in my offspring. Sirafala. Me too. Dulio. I hope he wins. In the dome. Narrator. Both seem to be preparing their decks. Aaron. Well, knowing Diodoria, he will put his best Danians, but he will put the one that is easy to beat and the most difficult for him to defeat, but he doesn't know what to expect, and moreover I have a new scan, but I will put two that maybe he can handle, looking for some creatures. Eodiora. Heh, that Joestar is sure confident but he knows my deck, but I'll surprise him in battle for messing with someone like me, smiles arrogantly. Narrator. They searched for their decks until they stopped. Referee. Okay, gentlemen, close your gavels. Both. They close their decks and reveal them. Aaron's deck. Diodoria's mallet. Diodoria. Hey, why is your third creature like this? Aaron. It's a surprise since it's a new scan. Diodoria. Hey, are you underestimating me? Hey, that won't work since I'll beat you. Aaron. I want to see it. In the cafeteria. Emi? Mabara. She has a new scan and doesn't want to show it. Baruko. What's up with Ajo-senpai this time? Anagella. Well, the truth is that Diodoria's people are strong because of how he uses them, but at least Ajo has two good ones from the underworld. And they are the best ever. Narrator. They heard that to see a dark black or silver-haired man accompanied by a short girl with two pigtails. Issei. Hey, you're in my group room. Yes, my name is Shiru Hortensia Matu. Girl. And I am Silica, Shiru's girlfriend, a pleasure, Bose. Issei. It's a pleasure. Saji. Well, let's hope Ajo can beat Diodoria. I can trust that he can do it with his deck. Shiru. I see you're a fan of the inferiors. I am too, smiles proudly. Silica. Nervous to see the boy's expression. Issei. I hope Ajo wins. Indra. Let's see how he humiliates that imbecile Diodoria. In the dome. Referee. Due to Kingsthareth's behavior, but since JoestarGhoulZ was absent for a few days, Kingsthareth will be the attacker. Diodoria. Now you see Joestar, spins the wheel. Referee. The first battle will be, the next battle is shown, the lava lake. Diodoria. Ekid attacks Blades, touches the card and transforms into Ekid. Aaron. Well, touches the card and transforms into Blades. Grrr, I hope those legs of yours can resist my sword. Ekid. That should say it about you. Referee. Blades versus Ekid in the lava river, let the battle begin. Narrator. The whole place glowed and now they were at the lava lake. Blades. Walking. In the cafeteria. Iris. Be careful Ajo, worried that he'll lose. Emi. Calm down Iris, I'm sure she'll win I hope. In the battle. Blades. I know you're going to try to surprise me, Diodoria, but throws a fireball. Narrator. When he did it, it seemed to stop a plebum storm attack. Blades. Nice try, Insecto, seeing that Ekid came out. Ekid. I knew you'd react Joestar, but the games are over Vine sneer, throwing the vines. Blades. Being taken by the vines, grrr, tries to free himself. Ekid haha I see you can't. Blades. How about this Toxie Gust, spitting out a green flame with spirits. Ekid. Receives him after he crashes into a rock. Ekid. Tch damn weird. Nadis. Ash torrent, they threw a black smoke that blinded him. Ekid. Starts coughing and goes out, but sees that he wasn't there, show yourself a coward. Cyclone slam. Narrator. When he heard that, a tornado caught him, preventing him from leaving. Blades. Haha, I think he'd go with torrent of flame, he throws the flame at the tornado. Ekid. Tries to free himself but feels the fire in the tornado and explodes into doigos. End of the battle. In the dome. Diodoria. Tch how is it possible that you beat me? Blades. You should have studied it because in the lava lake, it's Aaron again, it increases the fire attacks of the creatures of the underworld, you should have known that. In the cafeteria. Issei. You're right, the creatures of the underworld, those who know fire attacks increase when they are in the lava lake. Rias you're right Issei, while drinking a strawberry milkshake. Indra. Eating pizza, that battle was easy, let's see what awaits him in the next fights. In the teacher's lounge. Ajuka. I'm probably not paying attention to that fact about the lava lake, shaking his head. Serafal. You believe in my classes, you don't pay attention, you just see me with perversion, and that's what Sochan does. All. A drop comes out. In the dome. Aaron. Well, it's my turn, spins the wheel. Referee. The next battle will be Rivano Ridge, showing the place. In the cafeteria. Ashen. Wow, he has a scan of that place. Taser. Yes, although it would have been great if it was superior versus inferior he. Yui. You think? Taser. If it had been great. Sakura. Well, we'll see what Ajo brings us. Iris. Please win. In the dome. Referee. JoestarGhoulZ, select your attacking creature. Eren. Takenum attacks Ibian, touches his card and transforms into Takenum, haha, cracks his neck. Euphoria. You know, if you weren't a man in her body, touches the card and transforms into Ibian, she would give you pleasure. Takenum. How disgusting. I'd rather be a lesbian than be with you, cockroach, disgusted. In the cafeteria. All. We are the same. In the dome. Ibian. You'll see. Let's go to Chitosi. Narrator. Then they entered the battle and Takenum is seen flying, watching from above. Takenum. Jum. Eren. I don't know if I'll have the advantage against Ibian in this area, and with how big he is I don't know if I can beat him, but I won't give up and I already know how to get the advantage. Takenum. Torrent of flame, throws a flame. When he did this, a small forest in the area burned and Ibian emerged from it. Takenum. Haha, I got you, he lunges at Ibian. Ibian. Not for much, precious, and more so that I have this, strumming like a harp. Outside. Silica. A musician's lyre, surprised. Itadori. What is that harp doing? Megumi. Are you an idiot, or when you play with that instrument it lets you have an extra music? Angela. And since Ibian doesn't have one, he'll only have a music, but I wouldn't like what he used. Iris. Worried. In the battle. Ibian. Plays the harple. Narrator. While on his board Ibian's card came up with a music. Takenum. Well, I don't think it would work, preparing a fire attack. Ibian. How about this diminishing, activating the music? Narrator. When he did it, a ray of light hit Takenum and launched a ball of fire, or you could say that since she was small and Takenum looked tired and weak. Outside. Issei. This is bad. Shiru. Yes. Silica. What happened? Iris. Ajo told me that the music diminuendo is a magic that makes its opponent weak and its attacks decrease. Silica. That's bad. Megumi. And I'm not surprised that cheater got it on a bet. In the teacher's lounge. Bajuka. I'm sure he got it unfairly. Julio. Diodoria uses the cards he won from betting on his opponent's losses. Hinemu. Poor Joestar. Oh-ho. Don't worry, you'll see how to win. In the spotlight. Ibia. Hehe, you didn't expect that or this, throwing a lavalanche. Takenum. Receives it and starts to fall. Outside. Iris. Ajo, worried. Emi. I can't win there, Ibian. Kenichi. I don't think so, look. Narrator. They see that on Eren's board the Bladis card disappears and Takenum's energy arises while Takenum reincorporates. Silica. What happened, not understanding. Siko. I use Takenum's special ability, which is like that of the Danians, sacrificing a creature from my deck and giving it energy to continue fighting. Silica. Seriously, surprised. Kenichi. Now how do you finish it? In the battle. Takenum. Nice try Inseto, but that won't work. Ibian. I better do this, and takes out his musician, but disappears, then. Takenum. One thing, you can't use that battle gear more than once, but I'll return the favor. Cannon of casualty, activating the music. Narrator. From the sky came a lightning bolt of fire that struck the Danian. Takenum. And to finish it off, Flame Blom throws a fireball. Ibian. Tries to move but receives the attack and explodes the codes. End of the battle. In the cafeteria. Emi. Will has 2 wins, cheerfully. Labara. Well, finally someone beats Diodoria more than once and he's at a disadvantage. Megumi. Let's not celebrate, we don't know what tricks Diodoria has. Indra. I agree. Idiodri. I hope he beats him, although what cards would he give Ajo and if he shares us? In the dome. Takenum. You know, I wouldn't have had a magnifying glass to, on transforms, burn you properly, smiles mockingly. Diodoria. Grrr, growling with hatred. Referee. King's Thereth chooses his attack location. Diodoria. Spins the wheel angrily. Referee. The next battle will be Mount Pilar, showing the image. Diodoria. Hahaha, smiles arrogantly. Now to get even, Malash attacks Takenum, touches the card and transforms into Malash. Eren. Touches the card and transforms into Takenum. Narrator. Then they were in battle while Takenum flew into some parts of the Danian castle. Eren. Okay, this place is bigger and it will be difficult for me to find Diodoria. Surprise. Narrator. Takenum dodges a flare to see Malash and with a pyroblaster. Takenum. So a pyroblaster, but it won't be simple. Instead of head, it is launched while throwing fireballs. Malash. Dodges them, how about this too, throwing fireballs. Narrator. Everyone saw that both of them threw fireballs and they were blocked with other fireballs. In the cafeteria. Yui. This is already a fire war while drinking a fruit smoothie. Siko. Hi. Bekeno Ara. Wolf. But don't you feel like there's going to be a trick? Iris. And that worries me. In the battle. Takenum. Ash Torrent releases black hot smoke. Malash. Hey, do you think that will work? I don't think so, Vines sneer. Narrator. When he said it, vines emerged from the ground and trapped Takenum. Balash. Don't even think about it again, Ristoxic, throwing rust and freezing Takenum. Takenum. Unable to move. Balash. Now feel my light, fires his pyroblaster. Narrator. After that she receives it and explodes in codes. End of the battle. In the cafeteria. All. Astonished. Iris. Worried. Issei. Damn, now he has one creature left. Sora. Calm down guys, I know he can beat him. Iris. I hope I can beat him, although I'm still surprised to see that card. In the dome. Lasha. Haha, what did you think, Joestar? It's Diadoria again, maybe you'll give up. Aaron. You wish, and I only have one child left. Diadoria. You can chatter all you want and you'll fall. Referee. JoestarGhoulZ, select the last battle. Aaron. Spins the wheel. Albitri. The last battle will be the city of the underworld, shows the image. Aaron. Yes, smiles. Referee. Select your. Aaron. It's better that Diadoria does it, smiles, surprising everyone. Diadoria. I don't know what you're up to, but Malash attacks his weak creature, touches it and transforms into Malash. In the cafeteria. Nabara. What are you doing? Idadori. Yes, why let him transform first? Sora. Because he wants to surprise with his new scan. Motohama. And who is Sora senpai? Sora. Look. Issei Saji. For some reason it will be a card that will be difficult to obtain, and more so for Saji-me. In the teacher's lounge. Everyone. Waiting for what it will show. In the dome. Balash. Well, Joestar, show me what your creature is. Aaron. In that case, touches the card. Narrator. Then they see that he began to transform, but he along with the spectators except Sora were stupefied since Aaron transformed into a huge muscular red creature with blue horns on his head. Aaron. Meet my new scan chair. Well, the card was revealed. Outside. Saji. No, make things up. Idadori. The leader of the outworld. Shiru. Valgam the Skyer Param. Indra. That bastard Joestar. Kenichi. I'm impressed that you managed to scan it. War. It's really scary, somewhat scared to see Chair. Ashen. Turknula. Silica. Also trembling at seeing Chair. Shiru. Okay, Silica, stroking the girl's head. Iris. Augur. In the mistress room. All. With mouths open. Raphia. He has the leader of the inferiors, surprised. Oh-ho. What a surprise Ajo has, he definitely saved it for last, smiles. In the dome. Melash. How is it that? Chair. Well, I was on the other side, United States, I was able to get a scan of him as well as Sora with another creature, but it doesn't matter, I'll just say let's enter chaotic. Narrator. After saying that they entered Chodik, now they were in the city and only Malash was there. Malash. Looking everywhere, but he looked a bit scared. Diadoria. What's wrong with me? Am I scared? What are you doing? I'm the strongest player and when I beat him, I won't just have his girl, but also that card. Malash. Come out where you're hiding. Narrator. He didn't finish because he received a fire attack from his back and saw that it was Chair's. Chair. Now you have me here. Malash points his pyroblaster. Chair. Flame orb. Narrator. I throw an orb of flame that destroys Malash's pyroblaster. Malash. GRRR, I don't need it to finish you off. Vine sneer, throwing the pods. Chair. Burns them, that trick will never work on me, skeleton strike. Narrator. When he said that, his skeleton came out of his chest and launched itself at Malash. Malash. Tries to escape but is caught by the skeleton and feels that it was squeezing him, let me go. Jero. Of course, when I kick your code, fire emanating from her hands, now you will feel the burning pain of defeat. Malash. No, you can't do it, if you do you will feel the consequences. Chair. You'll feel it rather from you, torrent of FLMAE, launches a mega flame of fire. Malash. Nu 08 receives the flare and explodes into codes. End of the battle. In the dome. Referee. What an unexpected ending the winner is. All. Waiting. Referee JoestarGhoulZ. Idoria. Of knees. Chair. I would say that, turn back to Aaron, it was a battle against the master of the inferiors, Referee. And since a bet was made, you can choose which creature that fought will stay. Aaron. You know I almost don't like this, but under certain circumstances I'll stick with Malash. Referee. Awarded. Narrator. A picture of the creature appeared on his scanner. Aaron. By the way, Diadoria, I hope you have luck with the court, see you, he leaves, leaving Diadoria stunned. Narrator. After the battle he was congratulated by everyone but received a huge hug from his girlfriend. Iris. You did it, you won. Ajo smiles with emotion and some tears. Aaron. I told you I would win and never let him take you, I smiled at him. Sora. Congratulations bro. Aaron. Thanks bro. Narrator. But see that everyone arrived and greeted Rias and Akeno. Issei. Ajo, it was incredible that you defeated Diodoria with that skeleton strike move and the torrent of flame Aaron. Thanks, and also I have a new creature, showing the card. Emi. Wow, but do you think they'll free Diodoria's slaves? Aaron. Well, they'll probably hold a trial, but that will be for a few days. But we have to go back to the inn, I'm tired. Sama. I think I'll have a banquet to celebrate, smiles and excites everyone. Rias. I'm going back to our farm for sure boss, with displeasure when mentioning it, we'll want to talk about this. Kino. But that was entertaining, but Wolfie might visit you. Sakeko. Better watch your breasts, gloomy and taking a drop out of everyone. Rias. By the way Ice. Issei. Ah, HAI. Rias. Takvis, one day we can talk about this or maybe a battle, what do you say, except, smiles. Issei. Ha hi, nervous and smiles. Rias. See you, leaves with Akeno. Issei. Heh, seeing that he left. Emi. Let's go Romeo, drags Issei away. Ray. Wow, he fell in love with Rias, but how will he take it that she is? Indra, sooner probably she will challenge him and defeat her. Aaron. We better go to the inn. Narrator. Everyone went to the inn while Rias was looking at the sky. Rias. Plus Issei, I don't know if you remember, but it doesn't matter if you don't remember me, but I will keep our promise. Narrator. I thought about it while I had images of memories of her as a child, well there was a brown-haired boy and the curious thing he had some chaotic cards. Rias. So I hope we finally make it, Issei, smiles and puts his hand on his chest. In the teacher's lounge. All. Oh ho. Ha 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 ha, I knew that my student would win or not. Ajuka Ajuka, are you fine? Ajuka. Yes, only that he defeated him. Seraphil. Well, I was pleased, but looks at his watch, it's about time for dinner, bye, runs away. Enemu. Well dear, you must have a lot of paperwork regarding the Diodoria matter and the setting, don't you think? Julio. Yes dear, but I will count on your support. Enemu. Hi Sorny. Ajuka. I don't know if I should celebrate, but I'm worried about the inn now, since if they defeated Diodoria, I don't want to imagine the dangers that are coming. Narrator. I think about it while imagining some players or groups of people who, as he said, wouldn't be nice at all for the upper inn. Chapter Female attack on the Intrus estate. Kuo 1 week later. Narrator. It can be seen that on the streets of Kuo a black van was arriving while a man was seen looking at some papers, and next to him was a woman dressed in an office work suit. Woman. Well sir, let's go there. Man. You know, I have a feeling that there it's not like they think. Woman. So you pack them up while we hack the security cameras. Man. I have a feeling they don't know about it or never find out. Woman. I guess you're right, and since young people are like that these days, they might not realize that. Man. Yeah, so we have to be prepared for Kuo Academy, seeing the photo of the academy that apparently is their stop. Tokyo Chaotic Academy. Narrator. It's been a week after the Eren vs Diodoria fight and things changed a bit. For example, they held the trial of the aforementioned and therefore he was taken to prison for abuse of power, dirty play and most importantly harassment of the female gender and machismo by turning them into his servants, even personal. After that they were released, some went to a psychologist for suffering trauma from him. And those who were a little stable went to other chaotic academies and with scholarships from the director and others stayed, although they tried to be stable in front of everyone for what they went through. But anyway, and with the inn they were somewhat recognized after the fight and they had some battles against students players and won some battles, but the Hyoudou, it must be said that they were happy to have a good life and without their brothers ruining them, and they hope that things remain that way forever. At the moment. Narrator. In the cafeteria you can see the students watching the battles, eating and some doing work, but at a table you can see Issei and Rias eating while they talked before everyone's eyes when they saw them together. First student 1. Hey, seriously, they've been like this for a week now. First student 2. Yes, and I think they look like a couple. First student 1. Well, I don't complain about him since it seems like they've become good friends. Narrator. The first year students were talking in a positive way except for most of the second year students and the female gender, but it doesn't matter and they were just saying ugly things, but that didn't matter. Rias. Yes, so you have almost 7 victories in the Krelan Dome, surprised. Issei. Hi, but I had battles in the other domes, but I almost have 7 victories. Rias. Wow, almost to have a Codemaster battle. Issei. There are Codemasters here. Rias. Well yes, but you should know something since the Codemasters here in the academies are titles. Issei. Ah yes, like a High Commander Pokemon Champion, curious. Rias. There are different Codemasters in every academy in the country and in different countries. As you know, in online games, there are some. To avoid confusion, there are Codemasters in each academy, but they are different people, so there are no conflicts. Issei. Wow, surprised, but someone defeated a codemaster. Rias. Haha, no one could beat one, drinking her soda. Issei. Ah, surprised. Rias. Well, maybe there were players before who beat the previous ones, but no one beats the current ones, since they are very strong, and with cards that are difficult to find and scan. Issei. Wow, and you've already had battles with a codemaster, curious. Rias. Hey, it's Codemaster Hadek, but I didn't beat her, lowers her head and with a depressed cloud. Issei. Seriously, surprised, I mean no one on the farm could beat a codemaster. Rias. Well, there was one that was almost close to winning, since it was a 5 versus 5 battle, and both had one creature left. Issei. Seriously, Quern. Rias. Our true patron saint of the Interest Estate. Issei. Realizes something, by the way, in the Ajo battle when you said the current Patrona, it was clear that you weren't happy or were disgusted, curious. Rias. What happens is that the real one went on a trip for something related to her family, since she is from one of the most important families, but she replaced her, she is a nuisance, angry. Issei. Apparently they don't tolerate the replacement. Are you enjoying yourselves, my friend? Narrator. They heard that to see Itadori and some of the inn who were smiling at the two who blushed as they understood what he meant. Nabara. Wow, Issei, we didn't want to interrupt your couple's conversation, mockingly. Issei. It's not what you think. Rias. Ha couple, red. Baruko. But it would be better if they finished before problems come and more today. Issei. What are you talking about? Rias. Realizes, damn, it had to be today. Narrator. Out of curiosity, Issei sees that some girls have arrived, but many women stand up, but so do the men, although most of them look scared. Emi. Who are they? Megumi. They are Ria's and Akeno's farm companions, seriously. Emi. I mean. Angela. Hey, they're from Interest Estate, seriously. Issei. Listens to that, so they are from Ria's and Akeno-sen's group. Girl 1. Ria's, you forget what day it is today. Ria's high the talk with the Patrona, with annoyance when mentioning it. Girl 2. Hey Ria's, we understand what you're thinking, but we have to accept it even if it's just nonsense. Girl 1. Don't talk to her like that about the current boss, she's strong, annoyed. Girl 2. I remind you that she is a replacement and the real one will soon. Girl 1. It doesn't matter, we must respect the patron saint. Mitsuda. Is she? Nabara. A modern-day bootlicker and very feminazi. Motohama. Does there always have to be a girl like that where we study? Girl 3. By the way, he's not the boy who defeated one of the heroes faction, seeing Issei. Issei am high. Girl 1. What are you doing with this man? Annoyed. Mitsuda Motohama Emi. And it turns out she's a man-hater. Rias. That's none of your business, Soul, she said, and looking seriously at the girl who turned out to be called Soul. Soul. But you know the rules. That. Girl 3. Hey, it's not going to go all out if you forget that Akbio is after Chaotic Wolf. Soul. I don't accept Akeno jazzing that flea, annoyed. Girl 2. At this stage I'll be single, denying. From here I can hear the complaints of a farm that is a nuisance. Narrator. They heard that to see that it was Maki and beside her was Inumaki. Girl 2. Hello Kaichu, how is life treating you? Maki. Everything was fine until I heard Soul screaming as always, so I'm not complaining. Yura, looking at the now mentioned Yura. Yura. How good. Soul. Hey, don't listen to that traitor. Emi. Traitor, confused. Inumaki. The president of the council was previously the right hand of the true patron of the estate. Emi. Seriously, surprised. Inumaki. Yes, but I quit when I accepted the position of being the student council president. Son. Which she left us. Maki. You know I did it because I needed to put order in the academy. Soul. Even so, you left the farm and us. Girl 3. Ash has already started, annoyed, let's go before this gets out of control. Issei. Rias is right before this gets worse. Rias. You're right, sighs, okay I'll go so that another fight doesn't start. Soul. Well, let's go and leave these idiots, offending the inn. Narrator. Everyone left, but Yura and the other girls sighed together with Rias and left the cafeteria. Shiru. So they are from the famous Interest Estate. Silica. They look good but that girl is. That's how almost all of them are. Emi. Sees that her senpais have arrived, what do you mean? Wolf. Some of them think they're all that big just because they're a group of female gamers and they think they have all the power. Siko. But everything got worse when the real patron left and they let her substitute take the position. Mitsuda. Let me guess, thanks to her, everyone, well most of them, have the same desire for superiority. Ray. Hi, hugging Indra's arm and taking out a vein in Emi's hand, but I think you won like this for money or blackmail. Maki. That's what I thought when she told me about her substitute, since she suspects that she does things that dirty the name of the farm and they don't know the paperwork I suffer for her. Issei. Ouch, from how it sounds it must be ugly. Inuyamaki. Rotten tuna. Indra. What he said, Chibi. Sama. But it's not the same without her because it feels empty. Emi. You say that like you know her. Sama. Actually yes, we are more like childhood friends. Everyone. Hey, surprised. Iris. Well, looks at the time, we better get back to class. Maki. Before you go I have this, showing the sheet, this is for you Joestar. Eren. For me, confused to take it. Maki. She is a custody sheet and is one of Diodoria's former maids. Everyone. Hey, surprised. Eren. I have custody of one that was his servant. Maki. Hi, she decided that you should put her in custody as a form of gratitude, but sees everyone, some of you will also have custody of those who decided to stay at the academy. All. With mouths open. Maki. Well I'm leaving, leaves. Inuyamaki. Looks at everyone one last time, salmon burning, seeing that the girls who are partners of the men from the inn were pouting, and others had a fiery aura of jealousy. Later at the inn. Seraphil. What? Surprised since they told her everything. Goho. Wow, I don't expect one to ask you to guard it, seeing the leaf, wow, and knowing that it touched you. Issei. And who is it? Goho. Ino Yamanaka. Baruko. Ino-chan. Emi. You know her. Baruko. Hi is a player and at the same time a friend of mine, but I saw how that bastard beat her and took her away, annoyed and clenching her fist in anger. Iris. Hugging Eren with a cute pout. Eren. I know the deal we made was that if I won he would give us some of his slaves, but I didn't think it would be soon since I know that the ones who stayed are still not rehabilitated because of what they went through while they were with him. Goho. Well, it seems like the president said she wants to thank you, although everyone will have the same luck, well, if it's their turn, he laughs amusedly. Seraphil. No, she throws herself at Sora and cuddles him, I won't let a hitch near So-chan, squeezing him tightly. Sora. I'm drowning, I can't breathe, they couldn't breathe. Narrator but they heard a loud knock on the door, but out of nowhere female students came in. Shen. Hey, what's up? Student. Be quiet, the boss has arrived. Narrator. They all lined up and saw Sol arrive, but next to her was a short girl with blonde hair and blue eyes. Girl. Wow, here you see the same, I'm surprised that you live like this, and even more so the girls with you man, smiles maliciously and bothers the male gender. Goho. Smiles, but inside he doesn't like that she said that. Sees Emi, you are Emi Hyoudou. Emi. Hi. I introduce myself, I am the patron of the Interest Marie Fulafin estate. Motohama. Seriously, she's the boss. Nabara. Hi it's her. Mitsuda. Now I can understand why Rias and Akeno don't like her. Itadori. Well that's how it is. Sakura. But I feel like it's not nice at all why she's here. Noir. Me too, nervous. Seraphil. And you came here Marie, serious. Marie. Well, I came to talk to Emi. Emi. And what is it? Marie. I've seen your battles and the truth is you leave me impressed, especially in the registration tests, how you defeated mommy. Emi. But I still keep seeing that Hitchin trying to get close to my brother or another man, so they fall at her feet Irisis. Marie. Well would you like to be part of the farm there you can have everything you. I rejected. All. Hey, stunned. Marie. What, astonished. Emi. I know why you came and I don't agree to join the farm. Marie I know can you tell me why? Emi. Because you think you love me and maybe try to corrupt me and be against my brother and leave my family I'm sorry, I don't accept to join, especially with a damn spoiled mommy. The people at the inn wow, what balls, impressed. Marie. Grrrrrrrr, annoyed, you're making a mistake, you're rejecting an opportunity that. Emi. Buck me, you fourth-rate war shit. Son. You've already tired me, approaches. Issei. Hey, don't you dare do something to my sister. Serious and standing in front of Sol. Sol. Don't get involved, you scum of a man, because you are scum, and even more so that one, pointing to a Shen, what the hell has that hair with part of grass that? Hey black woman. Sola. A vein pops out, who? Narrator. It didn't end as they saw a terrifying aura and saw that the person responsible was Noir and the truth was that she was scary as she had a look of annoyance. Noir. What did you say to my Shen's hair? Nabara. Shen what the hell is going on, nervous and scared. The Shen. I told you she's nervous, but sometimes she has another personality which is what you're seeing. Itadori. Seriously man, she's your partner. Yui. Now I'm scared, in Kaiser's arms. Hazier. Me too. Those from the farm. Very scared. Sol. Does it bother you that? Noir. I don't want to hear you curse because I can't tolerate anyone insulting my boyfriend or the people close to me and they never get out alive from my anger. Sol. Very scared. Marie. TCH, they know we bet. Goho. I guess a chaotic battle. Marie. Hi, but because of this soul you will be the one who will fight. Son. Well, I choose. War. I will fight you since I want to make you pay for insulting a Shen, even with the expression. Son. But me. War. I said I'll fight. Son tch it's fine. Worry. But the bet would be that if Soul wins, Emi you will join my finca and leave everyone. Emi. And if Noir wins. Worry. Heh I'll give you half of our money for you. All. A. Son. Ah. Oh ho. Deal but where and when? Worry. In a few hours at the Beta Dome so don't take long War and you Emi I hope you pack everything to leave this Bulsiga, leaves with her girls. War. Falls to her knees, incredible that I was like that for a few minutes. Labara. Calm down, friend. Yui. But now you will have a battle against her in a few hours. Shen. So you have to plan which deck you choose, but it'll help you calm down and your strategy, takes her to the room. Siko. I hope Noir wins. Wolf. I hope so, but knowing Marie she thinks she's got her just because she's a rookie. Aaron. Well we have to support Noir in the battle or else Emi will leave the inn. Emi Noir. Outside. Sol Patrona are you sure that? Marie. Come on, I trust you will win, it's not for nothing that you are my right-hand soul, don't you think you will beat him? Soul. You're right, I'll win and see if she maybe joins us. Marie. Sounds good so you're going to kick his coat. Son. Hi. Marie. Haha, she's probably a scared newbie I want to save her now that we'll have her and we'll be the most unstoppable. All. I don't want to lose half of my money if we lose, scared and crying comically. After the validity of a girl with personality problems. Guo before Marie's proposal. Narrator. The Hyoudou brothers can be seen smiling arrogantly while they were in the occult club. Elena. And how did you do on the test? Max. We'll definitely win. Isaiah. Now you are the best. Both. And we got the answers Diaresis. Gibba. Surely yes. Narrator. But the committee inspector was looking at the sheets, but he had a serious face. Man. They already got the recordings. Secretary. Okay, so where are we going now sir? Man. Let's go to the television station since it's time for everyone to see the true faces of Kuo Academy, he fixes his glasses while they shine. Currently at Chaotic Academy in Tokyo. Beta Dome. Narrator. In the dome you can see those who will fight and they were Noir from the upper inn who will face off against Soul from the Intrus estate who were selecting their decks while in a place that looked like a 19th century style mansion but from Europe and with statues of a tigress woman but there it was known as the Intrus estate. Intrus estate. Narrator. There you can see many players and students and they are all women but you can see Rias walking but notice what happens. Rias. Hey what's going on? Student. Soul Senpai challenged a rookie from the upper inn. Rias. Hey, the superior inn, surprised but sees the screen and sees who it was, a Shensen's girlfriend, surprised. Narrate. While in a room you can see Marie sitting on a throne and watching the dome on screens, but she had a smile. Marie. Hahaha, that girl was probably just bragging about beating Soul, don't you think Ram, smiling and looking at a pink-haired maid. Ram. Well that rookie got good points and numbers, but size, with Soul Sama's experiences she could surely have problems, and maybe lose. Marie. Hahaha, always on my side, Ram, happy, and I'll have Emi so we can be the biggest and take whatever money that inn has, smiles maliciously. Ram. Sees the screen, poor girl and I'll feel sorry if someone is taken away from the inn, I hope something good happens or a miracle. At the inn. Narrator. Everyone was in the living room but with snacks and drinks. Emi. Nervous but feels a hand on her shoulder, sees it was Indra's, Indra Kun. Indra. Calm down everything will be fine. Emi. It's not that I have little faith in War, it's just that I'm like this because if she loses I'll have to go to Intrus's estate, somewhat nervous and scared. Shen. Calm down everyone, I trust Noir to make it. Baruko. Better be lucky since Soul uses a bunch of pure female creatures from all the tribes. Mitsuda. I mean, some of the very feminizes have only women in their decks. Angela. Hi but she is strong, but the ones she always uses are the ones that use ground attacks, although none of them has the strongest one. Labara. I mean. Megumi. Talk about Intrus, the strongest in the upper world. Serafal. Hi is very difficult to get like the leaders of the tribes, although Ajo-chan already got a very difficult one, remembering Aaron playing with Chire. Aaron. And they haven't even seen Sora's yet. Narrator. But Issei arrives. Issei. Sorry for the delay, it's just that Ria's called me. Angela. Tix, tch. Saji. I guess you already know what's going on. Issei. Hi and I was shocked when the current patron bet half of the farm's money if Noir wins. Wolf. If you're poor, he'll give you half of your money, he laughs amusedly. Emi. But I just noticed that there is no referee in the dome, seeing that the referee was not there. Motohama. That's true. Oh ho. You see, there are beta domes where there are no rules for combat, so it's free since the codemasters don't supervise. Emi? Hey, that exists, surprised. Issei. Hi, Ria's told me about those domes in our talk, and I imagine that Mary decided to do it since she surely has creatures or battle gears that will be against Noir. Iris. I hope Noir wins. Ray. Or else to pray. Sakura, I don't think this is Ray's moment, a drop comes out. Bashen. Noir wins, worried. In the dome. Soul. Finishes putting down his mallet, ready and your girl. Noir. Ha hi. Sun. Very well, let's show our decks. Both. Show their battle decks. Sun deck. Noir's deck. Soul. Seriously, you put a man in your deck and a Mepedian, that's really disgusting. Noir. Any problem with that, having a serious expression. Soul. Whatever Edo they call you, Artemist, right? Soul. Hi, my name is Chaddock and now I use it in the archery club, smiles. Soul. Heh, but you'll feel why they call her the Terror Queen, and I'll start, spins the wheel. Noir. Waiting wherever it will be. Soul. Sees that he stopped, haha, apparently the Riveras. Noir. Ready to fight, Riveras, it sounds a little easy, very well, I'm ready. Sun. In that case Quater attacks Quan, touches the card and transforms into Quater, haha, flaps his fairy wings. Noir. Touches Quan's card to transform into the Mepedian, grrr. Quater. Very well, traitor lover of men, let's enter chaotic, entering the battle. Narrator. After that, Quater is seen flying and observing his surroundings. Quander. Looking all around, wind slash. Narrator. She threw a strong hurricane where a rock was in the water, but nothing happened. Quander. Where the hell is? Narrator. It didn't end because he received a water attack that made him fall on a rock. Quander. Where did it come from? Surprise. Narrator. That was heard to see Quan, who appeared and had a liquidlesser. Quander. That perhaps you were. Quan. Hahaha, the advantage of having a boyfriend who uses Mepedians is that you learn how to make yourself invisible thanks to his Mepedian ability, haha, you should have known that, smiles mockingly. Quander. TCH, starts to fly, it was luck, but it won't be what it is. Quan. Jum, how about the Cyclone Slam? Narrator. He threw it and created a tornado that caught Quander, and she tried to free herself. Quan. Jum, you know this is not fun since I will imitate Ajo on how he defeated Diodoria, seeing that Quander was released. Quander. Now yes, throwing a hurricane. Quan. Receives it and crashes into a rock wall, ooh it sore. Quander, haha, well I'll finish with this wind slash. Narrator. I throw the hurricane towards some rocks that were above Quan and causing them to fall on her. Outside. Emi. No, worried. Narrator. Everyone was worried except for the Phantom, although a little, but he knew what would happen. At the Intrus estate. Worry. I knew I would win and. Ram. The battle is not over yet. Worry. Notes that they were still there, but how, without understanding. In the battle. Quander. Haha. Narrator. He sees that the dust was dissipating and only seeing remains of rock on the ground, but the Mepedian was not there. Quander. Hey, where is it? Quan. Becomes visible and behind her, surprise. Quander. Ah, turns around and is about to attack him. Quan. I don't think so, Electroweb, throwing a net that looked a bit electric and attracting her. Quander. Tries to free himself equals. Quan. Haha, what's wrong with you, too much electricity, or maybe I'll help him with lightning bolts, throws some lightning bolts. Quander. Tries to free himself, he receives the rays and explodes into codes. End of the battle. Narrator. The innkeepers were shouting with happiness, but the Finkas were astonished at what happened, since Soul was the first to fall. Worry. TCH, that's lucky that took her by surprise. Ram. Interesting. In the dome. Soul. TCH, how could I have fallen so low, seeing that Quan returned but became War again? War. I don't know, maybe it's because you've never used a Mepedian in your life. Son. You were lucky in this one, but I will defeat you, traitor. War. Well, concentrates, I better choose the battle, spins the wheel, please let me get a better one, or maybe, sees that she stopped, evering. Son. And well, who do you launch into attack? War. Yeah, the answer is Jory attacks Takenum, touches the card and transforms into Jory, let's see if you like a woman versus woman battle. Son. Of course, touches the card and transforms into Takenum, you'll see that a woman can use this card in chaotic. Narrator. Then both are transported and at the moment Jory is seen walking while the drops fell. War. Boo, well I didn't choose a water creature, nervous, but she gets serious while Jory takes out a yellow stick, it's a good thing I named Jera Cyclones. At the inn. Bashen. Haha, perfect and in the best place, smiles. Siko. Well I say it's perfect and taking into account that it always rains there. Issei. I hope he comes out with this victory although because he chose a superior in a 2-mepian deck, confused. In the battle. Jory. Walks but when he steps on a branch. Flame orb. Jory. Oh, sees a fireball, but throws a small hurricane that melts the fire to see his opponent. Acronym. Haha maybe you were careful with that, but what about Song of Ember Nova, activates a music. Narrator. When she said that, a bolt of lightning from the sky struck Jory, weakening her while her life bar decreased. Jory. KH, gets up slowly. War. I was taken by surprise but I have. Jory. Song of Futurisics, activates music. Narrator. Before the Mepedian's eyes she sees Takenum launch a fire attack at her that was a torrent flame until it stopped. Takenum. Torrent of flame, firing attack. Jory. Turns invisible. Narrator. The attack caused a fiery explosion. Takenum. I don't think so. Narrator. It didn't end as she felt a lightning attack to show that it was Jory from elsewhere and used her battle gear to attack her. Jory. You still don't know how to fight Mepedians, but I'd rather finish you off wind slash, throwing a hurricane. Narrator. Takenum was pushed up where they were almost close to the clouds. Jory. The weather is very moving. Narrator. She pointed the battle gear towards where Takenum was to fire a beam, and when it made contact with her for some reason it generated that the area was a strong storm with lightning that caused it to affect him and explode in codes. End of the battle. At the inn. Labara. What a way to defeat your enemy, impressed. Sora. Apparently because he used wind slash and attacked with cyclones, so that the effect was generated like an electrical storm that affected Takenum and lost the battle. Itadori. I'd say the storm was on his side. Ashen. Haha I knew it would work Diaresis and that's why I went over the tactics. On the farm. Narrator. Everyone was impressed at how Noir beat Soul for the second time, but many were scared since Soul had one creature left which meant that. All. I'm going to run out of money, crying comically since they might lose half their money. In Marie's room. Marie. Hits her seat damn, at this rate we'll lose half of our money. And I thought it never happened. Ram. Wow, this is the first time this has happened, just like they defeated mommy, impressed. Marie. We're not lost yet, he still has one more chance, but I know he'll win. In the dome. Narrator. They both return to the dome and look serious. Son. This time you won't beat me. Noir. You think ha laughs a little loud. Only up to minute 104. Noir. This time as it is your last creature. Son. You'll see. Both. They stare at each other. Son. Scythia attacks QWUN. In the battle. One. Tries to attack Scythia. Scythia. Jaya throws a burst of fire. One. AI receives it and explodes into codes. End of the battle. Noir. Hey, surprised and seeing Scythia who was smiling. Scythia. Hahaha, smiles mockingly. Noir. GRRR, helpful but a little annoying. Noir. Jory attacks Scythia. In the battle. Jory. I-80 was shooting with his battle gear. Scythia. Creates an earth shield to jump and throws a fireball. Jory. I-8 covers himself but receives it and explodes in codes. Narrator. Well outside they saw this but at the farm many were relieved but the patron was smiling maliciously but at the inn everyone was worried since now Noir has a letter left. In the dome. Scythia. And perhaps, on transforms, you're going to give up. Noir no me, nervous and stuttering. Soul. Please, we know you're nervous and I can't believe I had to fight against one of those personality problems. Narrator. That made Noir lower her head and horrible memories came back to her. First, her as a child being pressured and mistreated by her family, the mockery of former classmates and girls, even boys who rejected her. Strange. Slag. Freak. I would never go out with you, phenomenon. You're a personality freak. Narrator. She began to cover her ears and when she was about to shout for them to be quiet. I can see your problem. Narrator. She opens her eyes, but a memory comes to her. Flashback. Narrator. You can see Noir in a high school uniform and she was crying and growling in anger and frustration. Sorry. Go away, I don't want to be with anyone and even less with a freak like me, not wanting to be with anyone. Well, for me you're not. Narrator. She thought he was making fun of her and saw that he was a black-haired man, but with a green part in front and she saw that he was looking at her with curiosity and at the same time concern. Noir. I'm looking forward to talking to you, seriously. I saw that you were like that and they told me about your personality problem. Noir. And you think I'm weird. Actually I don't think about that. Noir. You're lying, no one would care about me, trying not to cry. Narrator. But she felt something that no one ever gave her a hug and from the boy who was talking to her and she didn't know why. I've seen what happens to that kind of problems, but I know you want to be loved or appreciated or at least have someone. Don't worry, I'll help you until I'll accompany you. Narrator. That surprised Noir, and what she did was hug him tightly and cry on the boy's shoulder, letting out her anger, while he patted her to get her to let go. By the way, your name is Noir, right? Noir. Ha hi. Well, my name is Issei Phantom, and from now on I'll be supporting you, Noir. Noir. Thank you, Issei, smiles, for the first time. End of flashback. Narrator. Everyone saw what Noir was doing until she stopped, but Issei knew what was happening. Issei. I know what you had to go through, Noir, but you have to win this. Emi. You can win, Noir. Iris is trusting her friend. In the dome. Noir. I don't know if I can handle my personality problems, I've always suffered from them, but a person came who accepted me and promised to accompany me, remembering Issei, so, makes an angry face, I'll finish you so you don't take EMI, and make Issei Kun pay for what you said, annoyed. Soul. Ash, how disgusting, but it doesn't matter, maybe when she joins she'll eliminate men once and for all, spins the wheel. Noir. Very well, I have a creature, but you will be surprised as to why I chose it. Soul. Sees that he stopped. Well, the last battle is the Glacier Plains. Noir. Well, this will be the last battle where one of the two will fall. Son. Hey, what'll say? Scythia attacks Kinyan, touches the card and transforms into Scythia. Noir. Touches the card and transforms into Kinyan. Okay, time to finish this. Both. Let's enter chaotic. Narrator. And so both entered the battle, and you see both standing in the cold snow but seeing each other. Scythia. Ready to lose, traitor, with her hands on fire. Kinyan. I should say that takes out a pyroblaster. Narrator. Both fired fire attacks, but generated a small explosion of fire with a smoke screen. Scythia. Get out of your pebblestorm. Scythia. Received that attack that knocked her to the ground. Melita throws a fireball. Kinyan. Iron ball, dissipating iron balls through her eyes. Narrator. Both attacks collided, but one of the balls that managed to escape hit Scythia. Scythia. Damn torrent of FLMAE, launching his attack. Kinyan. Dodges. Scythia. This time you're finished, throwing fire. Kinyan. You think so? Fanfare of the vanishing, activates the music. Narrator. A lightning bolt fell from the sky and struck Kinyan, but the result he disappeared and surprised his opponent and everyone. At the inn. Nabara. Disappeared. Itadori. Wow, that's it. Megumi. But as if that music is Mapediana, confused. Kenichi. Well, from what Kinyan told us, she is capable of using the Mapedian magics. Everyone. Surprised. Issei. Now he has the advantage. On the farm. Worry. It can't be possible that she is capable. Ram. In fact, Kinyan is capable of using Mapedian magics. Worry. Blank. Narrator. And she wasn't the only one. Almost everyone was like that and terrified. Almost all of them. I'm going to lose my money, terrified. In the battle. Scythia. Where is it? Searching for it, and in desperate acts, he started throwing fireballs everywhere. Narrator. She continued doing that, but without realizing that behind her, there were some footsteps heading in her direction. Scythia. GRRR, come out now so you should appear. If that's what you want. Narrator. She heard that, and a flare came out from behind her and hit her, and completely revealed Kinyan with her battle gear and smiling mockingly. Scythia. You, annoyed. Kinyan. Perhaps it was unexpected for you, mockingly. Scythia. Cursed with problems. Kinyan. I'm sorry but I have to finish this, leaves the battle gear, power pulse, throws 2 energy fists. Narrator. Scythia felt that she was thrown against a mountain that was nearby. Kinyan. Notice something above, Pebblestorm, launching the attack on the mountain. Scythia. Hey, why did you fail, without knowing? Kinyan. Well, all I can say is get out there. Narrator. He didn't understand, but he heard a noise and saw that where he was began to fall or like a small avalanche, and he tried to get out, but it was too late and he fell, and there were rocks too, and exploding in codes. End of the battle. Narrator. Everyone was screaming with excitement at that, but at the end they were happy and Emi sighed with relief, but the player's boyfriend there had a smile. Issei, you did well, Noir, congratulations, smiling. In the dome. Soul. Comes back but with a stunned face. How is it that? Kinyan. Comes back equals how well the only thing I wanted, she detransforms and becomes human again, was for an avalanche to fall on you. Soul. But. Noir. I better not argue, I already won so they will keep their deal, so goodbye, but if you do your thing again I'll kill you, gloomy and leaving. Narrator. When she left many students were outside and congratulating her, which made her nervous until she arrived at the inn, where she was received by everyone and congratulated at the same time. Emi. You did it, Noir, you won and I won't leave you here happy. Nabara. Girl, what you did was incredible. Noir. Come on, don't be like that, nervous and stuttering. Narrator. She received the compliments, but she notices her boyfriend and he gives her a thumbs up and smiles. Noir. I guess it won't just be a Shen with me but my new friends, smiles, but with tears and seeing her new friends from the inn. On the farm. Worry. Grrrrrrr no this can't be happening. Ram. Worry. I have to cancel it, takes her scanner phone, I have to. Narrator. He didn't finish because the elliptral was on his scanner screen. Referee. Petrina Marie name of chaotic princess queen as one of her estate lost, accepted the bet against the superior inn, and that you would give them half of the money from all of the estate, so we will transfer to the inn's account have a great night. Narrator. Now the clown fell on them since they all saw that half of their money had gone down and they were transferred, but Ria saw this as uncomfortable, but they all did this. Oh no. Narrator. Everyone from the academy or rather the city heard that scream. Julio's hall. Julio. Perhaps that scream. Hinemu. Sitting on her husband's lap, I think the bet was fulfilled well, it's a start for that brat to learn before she returns. Julio. Yes you're right. Council chamber before closing. Inuyamaki. Burned salmon. Maki. Yeah I think things didn't go as planned, smiles mockingly. Narrator. But everyone that day learned something that maybe the women of the farm are not strong, since what was shown is that people who have or suffer from personalities are good at chaotic battles. After shopping at Chaotic Plaza and the truth about Kuo. 2 days after the battle of Noir vs Soul. Narrator. Sona can be seen relaxing at her desk, but she decided to watch TV and Michael was with her. Michael. Hopefully with this. Sona. I'm waiting too, director, and it's already starting. Narrator. They watched the news on TV and they had a smile, but then they changed to one of confusion, then a face of disbelief and finally. Michael. No, it can't be. Sona. It's not true. Both. What did we do, thinking with fear. Narrator not only them, but also every student who was watching on the classroom TVs and cell phones, but a brown-haired man with a blonde streak had a smile. Azazel, haha this will be good I hope Issei and Emi see it wherever they are, smiles and thinking about the Hyoudou brothers. Yesterday. Narrator. It was another day but it was more like a Thursday, in the previous chapter it was Wednesday in the city of Tokyo, but now we focus on the inn, where the students return tired after a few hours of classes and battles during the break. Labara. Sighs, what a day of school. Itadori. Yes, but many people were praising us and some were complaining about what happened yesterday. Megumi. It doesn't surprise me that some people support them, especially what Marie does and boosts women's egos. Emi although now we have a sum of money, seeing on her scanner how much money she had like everyone else. Issei. Well, sees that the amount he had has gone down a bit. Saji. What did you do with yours? Issei. I transferred them to my parents so they would have some money. I mean, my stupid brothers are so lazy that they steal money and buy bad and perverted things. Angela. Well, at least we have a lot of money and they give us more during our breaks. Good afternoon my students. Everyone. They see that Goho and Serafal have entered. Serafal. Guys we have news the first 2 people will join us. Mitsuda. Seriously, surprised. Sakura and who are they? Narrator. They stepped aside and saw that Shiru and Silica had entered, which surprised the first years. Emi. Silica, Shiru, surprised. Shiru. Hello everyone. Silica. Now we are from the inn, smiles, by the way Noir you did a good fight yesterday. Noir. No it was nothing, nervous about the compliments and more what she received today. Issei. It's good to have you with us. Goho. We also have another announcement. Wolf. And what is it? Goho. Well, Director Dulio gave us a day off tomorrow. All. What, surprised. Lahama. How do you give us days off? Indra. What happens is that the director sees the progress of the fights and the results of the students and gives them a good reward, a day of rest or reward. Ashen. And gave us. Goho. Well, he was thinking of giving us a reward, but from what was seen in yesterday's battle, he decided to give us a day off and also a meeting with the Inter's farm tutors because of what happened. Kenichi. Are they upset about the bet? Goho. I think so, and the council president will also be there to maintain control. Nabara. That's great, and with this money we can go shopping, cheerfully. Ray. I'm going with you, accompanying her. Indra. A drop comes out. Emi. So if I go maybe I can be with Indra haha the perfect plan. Iris. Well maybe you can hear what you say Sakura. Sakura High would come buy some things for us and for the inn. Sama. In my case I will buy some ingredients. Siko. How about we spend time alone Wolfie, smiling at her partner a little flirtatiously. Wolf. Damn, what a great offer. Aaron. I, on the other hand, plan to go to Chaotic Plaza. Kenichi. Me too. Indra. Same. Angela. Hey Issei, have you already gone to Chaotic Plaza? Issei. Well my sister and I saw it when we arrived in the city. Emi. It's true. Aaron. You know what they'd think if we took them there? Iris. Maybe you'll go there with jealousy the last bit. Eren. Oh yeah, that's where we got it. Saji. I'll go in and I need to know if he's arrived yet. Itadori. Me too. Megumi. Me too. Mitsuda. In that case me too. Motohama. Me too. Eren. Ashen, you come. Ashen. Sounds interesting, but I promised Noir I'd spend time with her after that. Hazer. If you want, I'll go. Yui. Me too. Emi. I'll have all day with Indra, well, accompanied, but I'll still be with him, excitedly. Seraphil. Muo, that's not fair, pouts. Sora. I'll buy you a souvenir when I go shopping. Seraphil. It's true, you will buy gifts for your family. Sora. Yes. Issei. Well, Shiru, are you interested in the idea? Shiru. I'd be better off having more creatures in my deck. Silica. Hey, that sounds fun, smiles. Saji. And you, Iruko. Iruko. I plan to go shopping with the girls. Nabara. Welcome, sister. All. Drops come out. Oh ho. Enjoy your days off tomorrow. All. Yes. The next day, a few hours before Sona and Michael watch the news. Narrator. Then the group is seen going to Chaotic Square, and this time with casual clothes, and they were on a bus. Silica. I wonder what the place looks like. Itadori. Well, newbie, Chaotic Plaza is one of the most fabulous and fun places, and better than Disneyland, smiles. Emi. That's impossible. Saji. Oh, what he says is true, and you should see how many times Disney tried to buy Chaotic, haha. The codemasters of all the academies refused, and even more, when they wanted to force them to use Mickey ears. Indra. I wouldn't like to see that, seriously. Shiru. I hope we have good cards. Kenichi. Well, newbie, for your first time, there is everything here, especially the store we are going to. Eren. Although Iris and she compete. Narrator. They feel the bus stop and everyone get off at the entrance of the plaza, although the rookies were amazed to see the plaza with chaotic themes anywhere. Itadori. What did I tell you, it's better than Disneyland, and that's Tokyo. Eren. Sar and I were the ones from the United States and it was fun, smiles. Indra. Emi. Wow, there's everything, there's even food in the shape of creatures, looking at the chaotic themed food stalls. Kenichi. Yes, there are many chaotic things, gifts, toys, food, almost everything. Indra. Although I would like my pizza not to have a face of something. Issei. And well, where will we go? Eren. The store is a little far away as long as you see the scenery. Narrator. And they began to walk while the rookies watched everything in wonder, although Mitsuda and Motohama had hearts in their eyes when they saw girls who had cosplays of female creatures, even a Takenum, Scythia, and one who appreciates a tiger or cheetah, who saw both of them and winked. Both. This is definitely paradise, thinking with glory. Narrator. After walking, Emi saw posters of idols and among them a blonde with two pigtails on the left. They stopped and saw that they arrived at a store a little big, but it was shaped like a dome, and the door was shaped like a scanner. Eren. We arrived. Issei. It's a nice shop. Itadori. Well, this is one of the best in the city, my friend, where they have the largest and best quality cards. Megumi. Okay, let's go in. Narrator. Everyone entered the store with amazement to see some shelves of cards, some statues of creatures, a table with a card battle board, and behind the counter, you could see packs of cards and also boxes of scanners phones, although the curious thing on a wall were photos of creatures, battle gears, places and midgets, and having a QR on each one. Issei. Incredible, this store is fabulous. Thanks, boy. Narrator. I see a green-haired man with glasses speaking, wearing a white jacket and something like an apron. Eren. What's up, Nida? Nida. All good, Ajo, and I see you brought the new students. Emi. How? Eren. Before you answer, meet one of the owners of the Shin Nida place. Shin. It's a pleasure to meet the rookies, but even more so the one who defeated one of the hero faction. All. Nice to meet you. Eren. Well, Shin, we wanted. Narrator. It's not over yet as Eren is tackled by a white blur. Newbies. Saji. It's here. Shin. Sighs and shakes his head. Eren. Again with that Misaki, why not a white-haired girl? Misaki only with you. Emi. Edo, who is it? Misaki sees Silica and Emi hugging Eren tightly, who are they? Saji. Misaki, don't be like that, even when Iris isn't here. Besides, they are new students at our inn, more like rookies. Misaki. No to Issei and Emi, I know you but more you, pointing to Emi, for beating mommy's hitch. Silica. You're talking about this one, pointing to a poster with a picture of mommy, but it had a prohibition sign on it, along with other similar posters. Mitsuda. They really hate that girl. Itadori. And this is in almost all the stores in the plaza, but others act like idiots when they are convinced by it. Emi. I think that girl is a hitch who probably sleeps with pigs like those disgusting HS. Shin. Well Misaki, why don't you know the new ones since it's their first time in the plaza, I imagine. Issei. Hi. Misaki. Stands up, nice to meet you, I'm Takura Misaki, Ajo's fiancé. Everyone. Hey, surprised. Megumi. It's already started, tired. Itadori. Seriously, this girl doesn't give up. Silica. Hey, what are you talking about? Saji. Viren Misaki keeps saying that she is Ajo's girlfriend and that he has Iris. Misaki. TCH rival, annoyed. Emi. So she's like me, I understand you, friend. Indra. If you're done, I want to increase my deck to see if there's anything, leaves. Eren. Oh that's right Shin, we came to see if the boys would be interested in having something new in their deck. Shin. Go ahead and watch whatever you like. Emi. Edo on my part, seize the packages, can you give me a package of Mepedians? Issei. You're going to try the Mepedians, curious. Emi. After seeing War's battle it sounds entertaining. Issei. Well, seize Shin, to me one of the inferiors. Shin. Right away, he gives them both the package and they pay with the money they earned. Itadori. Hey Shin, what I ordered didn't arrive, looking for the letters. Shin. Ah yes it's in 10 forward. Itador. Walks and stops, it can't be. He's finally here, pressing his face against a display case and seeing a Battle Gear card. Shiru. Sees the letter, a village river, curious. Itadori. If I've been looking for that letter everywhere and I was hoping to have it in the letter and scan it, take the letter, aren't you excited? Shiru. I actually have it scanned, taking out his scanner phone which was red and showing the card, but I'll give you some advice on how to pilot that thing in battle. Itadori. Gladly, smiles. Motohama. Looking at the cards, there are some that look good and others that don't. Mitsuda. I'm with you but what's that, pointing at the photos in QRS. Kenichi. Well, you pair of rookies, that's a display of scanning. Both. Exhibition of, curious, scans. Indra. You see those QRs in each image, pointing at the QRs and receiving a nod, those are for you to scan, but they are only allowed to real chaotic players or students from the chaotic academies. Both. 8 surprised. Emi. Wow that sounds great, maybe I'll scan one. Shin. Go ahead, scan whichever one you want. Emi. Let's see, sees Kinian's image, go here you can scan it okay I'll do it, scans the code and sees that she has it, perfect. Issei. Looking at the photos, they look good, but sees Shin, there are no more. Shin. Sorry guys, those are today's scans. Issei. Curious, do you change the scans? Shin. Of course I change them so that players can scan whichever one they want even if they have to wait. Issei. I understand, sees the scans but Mujic, that sounds good, maybe I can, start scanning it. Shin. By the way Ajo show us how you defeated Diodoria. Eren. Sure, takes out his scanner and shows Chir's card. Shin. Wow look at those numbers. Misaki. Amazing but you wanna bet with him. Eren. Yes but I won't say anything about the slaves or else there will be chaos, and this is it, showing Malash. Shin. Interesting, you're lucky that Malash is one of the strongest Danians. Eren. Yes, but just in case, give me a pack of Danianos. Shin. Here you have Ajo, gives him the package. Narrator. After being in the store and buying some things, although there were awkward moments of Misaki's attachments to Eren until they arrived at a food store while looking at their new decks. Saji. Haha I got some good Battle Gear decks. Itadori. I already want to try this village river in the dome, excited. Megumi. Jum. Emi. I hope she uses these decks in battle. Narrator. But they notice that many people were watching something and they see a television screen that was broadcasting the news. Newscast. In the latest news we received results from the Education Association and the inspector who conducted the review was National Inspector Kento Nanami. He revealed the photo of a blonde man with unusual glasses. Itadori. And I thought that seeing Goho-sensei was strange and that he was wearing a blindfold. Megumi. I've heard that man is very serious and strict in his reviews, like an inspector and a cooking critic. Silica. And you can see how it looks, looking at the image. Issei. Emi. Indra. And what's happening to you? Issei. I don't know why, but I feel that what will happen we will have a big smile and make fun of whoever deserves it. Emi. I think the same too. Newscaster. And here it shows us that the last academy he checked was the Kuo Academy. Itadori. Wait, isn't it the academy that expelled them because of their brothers, seeing the Hyoudou? Both? Yes. News. They sent us the results because those who are from Kuo here in the city should know that the Kuo Academy is considered the worst. Narrator. That impacted those who are from Kuo and more the Hyoudou brothers. Issei. What? Emi. How? Newscast. It turns out that the test that was done for the best, which are them, showing photos of Max Hyoudou and Issei and Emi Hyoudou, shows that without answers copied, that is, they cheated. Itadori. Trap. Saji. Jum knew that sooner or later they would fall, smiles. Indra. Serious. Newscast. It was discovered that these answers are copied and more than ever they have had that topic of the exam and also captured this what they have done. Narrator. He began to show on camera the evil acts of them and some students with others and cheating on exams, even stealing money and jobs to earn with the credit, but also that the student council and the director are gullible to fall for that, which left everyone in shock. Newscast. Apparently those two are the reason why the academy suffers, but not only that, there are also students who follow in their footsteps. Look. Narrator. Now showing that many students did harm up to Grape, but also that a student had orgies, but that girl knew the Hyoudou. Emi. Bad Rainer, annoyed. Issei. KH. Angela. Stunned and annoyed. Newscast. Now the biggest question, this is the education that they should give to the students. Well, in my opinion, just like those who are watching, I say that it is not, since I would never allow my son or daughter to study there and end up like the students who were their victims, even their own brothers, showing the photos of Issei and Emi who were their last victims. Indra TCH, annoyed for some reason to see the image of Emi as the last victim. Kenichi. So it was true of you, goes to the Hyoudous. Both. Nod. Newscast. After seeing that, Mr. Nanami said there will be changes for Kuo Academy in a few days and what to do now with the students and teachers. So, if you want to know the changes, whether they're good or not, look online. Well, in the next news. Narrator. All the people were murmuring that but the Chodik students. Emi. So it means that. Issei. They get what they deserve. Aaron. Receives an announcement, you must return to the academy. Narrated by. Everyone listened and returned. Later. Oh joy. Ah, they arrived just in time, sees everyone from the inn. Baruko. What happened? Oh ho. Well, you probably saw the news, right? All? Yes. Serafala. That's what we should be worried about. Exact. Issei. Sees that the director, his wife and Maki have arrived. How much? Julio. How do you know for sure the hero faction or someone else used them to make them look bad at the academy? Emu. But besides them there are other important players or families. Above all, the one who is now my current patron. Narrator. They saw a woman with dark skin arrive and she was dressed as a teacher. Oh ho. Guys, meet the interest farm tutor. Eteria Leviathan is my name and I'm aware of what Marie does until what happened the day before yesterday. Noir. She's upset with stuttering. Eteria. Not at all, in fact I was surprised that you defeated Soul like that, you have a way of being a player. Noir. Actually my boyfriend taught me everything. Eteria. Well, that sounds good anyway, they are not the only ones who have problems with Marie's demands, now that she is the current patron, tired. Nabara. It's very noticeable, annoyed at remembering things with her. Eteria. Anyway, I'll try to make sure she doesn't do anything now that it's news and about her brothers, although I know that most of those here were students at Kuo Academy and they are surely victims like you. Both of us. We understand. Julio. Dunio can now return to your inn. Narrator. And so the groups left, leaving all the teachers. Oh ho. I have a feeling my inn is going to go crazy. Eteria. And I will keep an eye on Marie until she reaches my true and favorite patron of her journey. Julio. Understood, well, everyone can return to their places now. Narrator. The guardians left. Maki. I don't want to be pessimistic, but for some reason I feel like something else is going to happen besides here at the academy. Enemu. And what do you think would happen next? Maki, let them come here. Both. Oh shit, the darkness of Tokyo. In Kuo. Narrator. In Elena's club she along with Kiba were stunned since they watched the news. Kiba. This can't. Elena. No, this has to be a mistake. No Nuo, not believing it and scared. Narrator. But she wasn't the only one, all the classrooms were terrified. Max Iseoi. Nu. Narrator. While on the streets of Kuo were Kento Nanami and his team from the school association. Secretary. Once again you exposed the truth of a corrupt academy. Kento. Jum knew that sooner or later I would have to see the true faces when I see them. Secretary. Although they don't believe where the two Hyoudous are, they will interrogate them, so they believe they are like them. Kento. I'm sure that, but I know that your actions will make them see that you are not like them. Secretary, you're right about that, sir. Kento. And I'm right, I know that with their actions they will see that they are not like them. I wish them luck. Issei and Emi Hyoudou. Narrator. That same day a dark truth was revealed from an academy and the new path of two brothers accused of future battles in their new home began. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.